welcome along into the Sporty Show.
I don't know whoever is in our control room. The person is actually very bad.
They're zooming. The person is zooming into Alexa's face, and I'm like, "What's going on?" Like, what?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special edition of the Sporty Show. It is our end-of-year Sporty Show. We hope that you are all having a beautiful holiday season. And we are going to take some time to look back at the year 2024 and all the football that has gone on. I am your host, Sarah Pararia, and it is my pleasure to introduce to you the one, the only, Mr. Clinton Codd.
Boo! That usually comes at the end, but let's make something different because
Does that mean it's the end of the show? That was really quick.
Let's stand up. Let's go. That's it. Done for the day. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously, he has introduced himself. I didn't call on him, but as usual, he would always find a way to come in to steal my shine. It's Alex Ashman. Alex, what's up, man? What are you saying, brother?
Excited for 2025.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
It's gone quick this year.
Oh, it's
Too
fun.
quick.
Actually, it has
They
gone
get quicker
really,
and
really
quicker, I feel.
Yeah.
I think that's the older you get, the quicker and quicker. Except for Clinton, they must be going.
Right.
like
Listen.
months at a time.
It's too early to start bringing in this kind of joke, man. Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, yes, 2024 was a year filled with a lot of football, so we are going to jump into it. So here's what we have on today's show.
In today's Sporty Show New Year special, we get the festivities started by looking at everything that happened in the footballing world in 2024, including the Premier League, the Champions League, AFCON, and much more. 2024 was an amazing year for many reasons, and none more so than the launch of the Sporty Show, as we go through our landmark moments of our first 7 months on the air. And we also find out who in between Gary, Alex and Clinton Codd is our most knowledgeable pundit of 2024, as we test them on everything football related in the last 12 months.
Guys, can you believe that it's been 7 months already? The Sporty Show?
It feels like we started yesterday, but it also feels like it's been about 15 years. You know, it's gone so quickly, but July or June, whenever we started, feels a lot more than months ago.
I think a lot has happened since as well. Like, we started for the Euros. There was also Copa America. We started then covering the Prem, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga. But there's been so much in between. Like, it's been such a busy 7 months.
Yeah, and, somehow I kind of feel, like Alex said, it's gone so quick. But then again, it also feels like it's, we've been doing this for the last 10 years, Maybe not 15. Let's just say 10.
Should we stop then? Should we just call it quits?
Yeah, but it's good to see, though, just looking back at everything that's gone on. It's been a lot that's happened with football. Very emotional moments, funny moments, beautiful moments. Like, it's just a whole mix of different, senses when it comes to the mental. Right, I think I'm speaking too much English. Right, Sarah, just continue. I think you guys are English. When you see me struggling with my words, you guys know I'm Nigerian. Like, this is not my. I might
You
probably
can say
start
it in
speaking
pidgin
Igbo.
if you want.
I don't want to say it. I want to say it in my native language. Igbo.
Say it in your native.
So if you're not going over since I be this show, go. Wait, did I start losing my English since I came to Spain? What is going on, man?
Losing your Igbo and your English.
Yeah, but the one I will not lose is the pidgin English.
Okay, go for pidgin.
Oh my, what's happening for this show? Oh boy, many things happen, man, and I feel very adept. Is my pidgin leaving as well?
Oh.
Well, you know what? Let me try my Spanish.
Oh, God.
No. We'll stop you right there.
But you can't lose something if you never had it.
I feel like today might be a bit of a roast.
No, I was just talking about Clinton's Spanish. That's everything.
Listen, this is the end of the year show. This is not roasting Clinton show, okay?
Is it not?
No, it's not.
I'm
Alex,
I'm gonna
I
keep a
got
tally.
the wrong brief.
Alex, I've been planning to punch you on this show.
Yeah.
Today might be the day it's planned.
I save it for next year.
As we roll right in. All right, guys. Yes, a lot to speak about. And where else to start than the Premier League? We have Manchester City, winners of the Premier League just last June, and now have fallen to 5th place in such a dramatic fashion. Meanwhile, Liverpool, who weren't convincing last season, are flying high. Clinton, what has been the biggest shock starting in September in the Premier League this season from last season?
The biggest shock, do you mean football in general, or do you mean just in the Premier League?
Just in the Prem.
Just in the Premier League, the biggest shock. I think, first of all, I'll talk about the positive one, is the fact that somebody like Copa would come and score 4 goals within the first half of the game. I mean, that's something I still think about. When I was asked earlier who were my favorite 11 in football, that was the first thing I thought about. I said, hang on, this guy literally was abandoned by the almighty Manchester City, came to Chelsea, and all of a sudden he's a legend. And he's done so many things that we would never forget. He's just almost put his name in that Chelsea board of the greatest without even being there for like a whole long time. We're not talking about somebody who's been there for like 12 years or 15 years. It's just, how many seasons has Cole Palmer been in Chelsea?
2.
2,
well, not even
right?
2 yet.
And, I see him like he's a god of... He's one of those guys in the Premier League. That's one of the things that really shocks me with football for the Premier League. And something, what else could I say? What is also a shocker? Well, the shocker is Manchester City. Manchester City is the biggest shocker. Manchester United, they don't shock me anymore, right? Like, there's nothing Manchester will do right now that I will feel like, oh, wow, this is crazy. Like, whoa. I mean, tell me, what could happen to Manchester City, right? Okay, sorry, Manchester United. The only thing that will happen to Manchester United that will be the biggest shocker is if they get demoted to Championship. That's when I'll be like, wait, hang on, this is crazy. But Manchester City, knowing how good they've been in the Premier League, how they've led that Premier League, they've carried that competition, being the one team that's had treble, like Pep Guardiola. Do you know how crazy it is to see Pep Guardiola being suicidal in front of the camera? Like, these are proper shockers. This is something, it's not like I've longed to see, but it's almost like, whoa, this guy is... I can't believe this is happening. And that's why I love football. Football is that stuff that, is that game where things happen. And these are things you don't expect. You don't expect to see a Pep Guardiola bringing out blood without syringes in the hospital. He's not even doing the blood test. He's literally just saying, I am losing and, I'm crying. Oh, man, there's something in Nigeria, right? When they start arguing, let's say somebody wants to tell you that daddy's going to flog you or, man, you're going to cry. We'll always add that last, or will I say the suffix to it, you will cry blood. Now, I've never seen anybody cry blood before, apart from movies, and it's always those Virgin Mary movies and it's one of those Nigerian movies where they will just make a statue, cry blood or whatever, right? But this is the first time where I've seen somebody bring out blood because they are losing, like he was crying blood. And I'm not going to say I'm happy to see him cry, but it's like, this is what I love in football. This is what I want to see. I want to see people who think they are at the top getting humbled, But I can't think of anything that's really surprised me in the Premier League, though. Liverpool being at the top is very expected. They are very much of a very good team. They've they've won the Premier League. They've won Champions League as well, right? And them going the ups and downs with Liverpool is not a shocker, But yeah, I don't. I'm just trying to think about other stuff that's happened in the Premier League, and I don't know. Alex, do you have any?
I've got a few.
Okay.
And I don't know whether one of them, it still counts as 2024 because it was last season. Luton Town being in the Premier League, Ipswich Town being in the Premier League. If you'd have said to me 5 years ago that those two teams would have been in the Premier League, I would have said not a cat in hell's chance. Other than that, I mean, like Clinton said, not really surprised about Man City's dominance, surprised about their downfall. Liverpool doing so well this season, I think that's a surprise. I thought Arsenal would do better.
Wait, Liverpool is a surprise to you?
Yeah, I didn't think they would do as well as they have been doing.
Under a new manager, lest we forget that Jurgen Klopp was there not too long ago.
Okay, I think when you mentioned that one under a new manager, right? Okay, that's when I'll be like, okay, because we just didn't know what we'd expect, right? But for me, knowing what Liverpool is not like, they are still one of the... I would see Liverpool as equivalent of being maybe Atletico Madrid in Spain. Or even, I could even say...
Wait. You're comparing Liverpool to Atletico Madrid?
No, listen, I'm not comparing.
Okay.
I'm just trying to weigh some... Because Atletico, they are the top 4 in Spain, right?
But I would say Liverpool are a far bigger club.
No, they are a far bigger club, but I'm just talking in terms of hierarchy in their individual leagues.
Yeah.
Right? They're still top 4, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that either way, you would expect Liverpool to still be very good.
Yeah.
You know,
I see
irrespective of. Do you see where I'm coming
But
from?
I also think you look at perhaps Klopp's last season, they didn't finish in the top 4. You know, there have been seasons in the last 10, 15 years where Liverpool have been finishing mid-table. You know, I think of the time before Brendan Rodgers was a manager, it was catastrophic almost. And, you know, for Slot to come in and do so well in such a short amount of time, if you just said to Liverpool fans on January the 26th, after they saw that video from Jurgen Klopp saying, I've had enough, I'm leaving the club, and you said, you know, this time next year you'll be sort of quite close to the top of the Premier League or top, I think people would be shocked. I think you get very good odds on that.
Well, let's take a look at Liverpool versus Manchester City from last season to this season.
English football has some feisty rivalries. The Manchester Derby, the Merseyside Derby, the North London Derby, and more recently, the Manchester City versus Liverpool. For close to 10 years, these two teams have been neck and neck with Guardiola and Klopp, creating a rivalry for the ages.
So that rivalry brought the best out of both clubs, out of both managers. It was always interesting to see where they came up.
We had an incredible battles together. They win, we won, and I have a respect, and that's it.
As much as Liverpool will hate to admit it, City have dominated English football, winning 6 of the last 7 Premier League titles, and with Jurgen Klopp leaving at the end of last season, hopes of conquering the Emperor were slim. Liverpool needed a gladiator, and they got one, a Dutch one. Arne Slot was appointed as Klopp's successor in the summer, and hasn't looked back since.
Football is a major part of my life, so it helps a lot if you start well, so that makes it already very, very, very positive. The start of my time in this country and in a new job.
Liverpool have beaten almost everyone in their path and topped both the Premier League and the Champions League. Meanwhile, things in Manchester have gone from bad to worse. City are all but out of the title race and are in danger of not reaching the knockout stages of the Champions League. A tilt back in the direction of Merseyside and, perhaps, a sign that Guardiola's reign of dominance is coming to an end. Can Slot slay the Emperor and become the new ruler of England? Only time will tell.
How the tables have turned, Clinton.
Yep,
Hey?
I mean, this is life, you know. It's not just in football, life in general. You could be something today. Tomorrow you become the opposite of it. And that's why they would always warn you, yo, just be kind. That's, you see, one of the reasons why I'm so laughing at Haaland. You know, it felt like it was just nature, you know. Nature wanted to humble him. The fact that you have to tell a manager, Arteta, Arsenal, to say, yo, it came on our screen, Nah, that statement, it felt like God heard it. I mean, for those of you who believe in, you know, spirituality, religious, and God, you know, you would always say something, you know, God heard it. And
Be humble, huh?
The fact that he was doing it to Gabriel Jesus as well.
Out of
Former
all people.
teammate.
no, it's not even about that. How do you do that to Jesus? Like, how do you? That's no, but no, but that's the. How do you look at Jesus and you're telling a whole Jesus to stay humble, bro? There's no way Jesus will hear that and he's not going to change it for you. Now he changed it, and I'm actually surprised that the Arsenal players are not using that as some kind of yo, okay, who now has to be humble. How if I was an Arsenal player, I would taunt him for life. Like, I would go on social media, I would use that clip, every single time they lose a game, bruh, I'm posting that video.
But then when you have your full...
What do you mean? Arsenal have had every single fall in life.
No.
Where does Arsenal want to fall to again?
But
They've had the falls in previous... What? Come on, man. Manchester City, the reason why it's so funny is the fact that they've been the rulers of the Premier League for such a long time. They've won. They've had treble. At the point where Haaland was saying that, Haaland was having hat-tricks. He was scoring goals in and out. He did not know that when somebody gets injured, they are going to go 10 games, 11 games. I don't know how many now. They are going to go all these games without winning. But you know how crazy that is? Bro, if I was Gabriel Jesus, if I was I understand Arteta has to be professional. He's the manager. But I will use that clip. Bro, I will use that clip every day. Do you know when when people are trying to get attention of celebrities and they would say, my first day of messaging Raheem Sterling, day 30 of messaging, I would go on my story, maybe my Twitter, and I would be like, my 31st day of telling Haaland to be humble. Like, I wouldn't care my status. Because, bro, you did it. It's my turn to pay back, bro. Stay humble, bro.
Well, let's see what Manchester City can do by the end of next season, rather. Let's talk a little bit about Chelsea, a team that you love to talk about, Clinton Codd. Last season, we saw the end of the Pochettino era, although in the end, he did get them from mid-table to 6th place. And now Chelsea are looking like they're coming for a title, Alex?
No. Not happening. No, I would love it if they won a title. You know, I really don't see it happening. I'm not going to... I'll probably still complain along the way, but no, I think Liverpool are too good this season. Chelsea have got too many errors in them, and I think there's still a gap between that Liverpool team and this Chelsea team. Having said that, they've come on leaps and bounds since the summer. Pochettino leaving, Enzo Maresca coming in. If you just said to me Enzo Maresca would, get you top 6 this season, I think I would have been happy with that. But now he's sort of looking quite firm for a top 4 spot, and even, pushing Liverpool and challenging them for the title. He's done a fantastic job, and really good to see. Hopefully he can continue like that.
Can Chelsea win the Premier League?
Chelsea fans, first of all, let me speak about them. I think I've never seen any kind of humble sets in a long time when it comes to football. I mean, the fact that you say to Chelsea fans that you guys are going to win the league, and they're like, no, we are not going to win the league. We just want to win games. I'm like, wait, hang on, what's going on here?
They don't want the juju.
No, this is crazy, though. Personally, I feel like Chelsea could win the league. I'm looking at Chelsea. I've never seen them this solid since the time of people like Lampard. Times of John Terry, Mikel Obi, and the rest of it. Like, I've never seen them look this solid. I look at Chelsea, I want to watch football. For the first time, I enjoy football with Chelsea. Come on, you guys. It's not been long since we've been on this show, fighting against, screaming about Nicholas Jackson, talking about how rubbish Chelsea is. Yep. This is my problem. This is the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem about the Sporty Show, right? Which I'm very happy to take all of the blames.
What's
yeah?
the problem?
The three of us, no, hang on. The three of us will criticize players, we criticize people, and then when we bring up the whole conversation, you guys do, oh, it's only your claim team. Like, I don't know what you guys are scared of. It's not like they're going to come use guns to
I'm not scared of anyone.
But you guys, no, we can go back in time, go look at all our clips, and I'm sure I'm going to see clips of Sarah, I'm going to see clips of Alex, criticizing the same team. But Clinton, because they are good now, Clinton comes and say, oh, I'm happy, this is going on now, this is good. You're like, oh, Clinton, we are not just, cannot count us out, it's only you. Fam, you guys supported it. You guys made comments about it. So what's the shame about? Say it, man. Say it. They are good now, and I'm also saying it. That's the most important thing. My kind of personality is, if I think something is going wrong, I say it. When it's going right, I also say it. Nicholas Jackson was rubbish at some point, I say it. He's doing very good now, I also say it. This is what life should be about. Life shouldn't be about, trying to want to always be right in the eyes of everybody. Fam, be truthful. Say it the way it is. Nicholas Jackson, I'm proud of him. Why? Because he took the criticism of people. He took Mikel Obi's criticism. He took mine, most importantly. And today, he's good. Why? Because we said it out. We said it out. And we will continue saying it out. If next week, he should score a hat-trick and he does not score it, I will tell him he's rubbish. That's me. It's that simple. S.
I think if you kept going, it was about to go right into
Whoever is in that control room, I promise you, by next week, you might be losing your job.
That's not a good way to start 2025.
Yeah.
All right, okay. All right, maybe mid-2025.
Okay, so Chelsea are title contenders, Clinton.
Chelsea, I believe they could win the Premier League.
And Alex, you're still on the fence. You're hoping for a top 4 finish at the moment.
No, I'm not on the fence. I'm saying no. They won't win the title.
Okay. But how have you enjoyed, as a Chelsea fan, the change of the way they play football? There's so much conviction when Chelsea plays versus a lot of other teams compared to, let's say, a year ago. Chelsea were unstable, sporadic. We couldn't really figure out if they were going to have a bad game or a good game, and now Chelsea are looking good.
Yeah, no, it's been wonderful to see the change. I think to see it so quickly as well, to see how well Enzo Maresca's done to come in and change things on short notice has been brilliant. Part of me wanted Pochettino to work and to have success because, you know, he's a solid manager, but I really like the way that I feel like Enzo Maresca brought a bit of a cutthroat sort of culture to the club in terms of you're not performing well, you're out. And yeah, that's not to say Pochettino wasn't like that, but I feel like it's a lot more, you know, results-based. And I feel like with Enzo Maresca, he's made it happen a lot quicker. And the football we're playing is entertaining for the neutral as well. We may score a lot of goals, but we also concede a lot of goals. The 4 threes that we've had, the 4 alls that we've had. You know, there's been some cracking games. So, no, good to see, but long may it continue.
Can I tell you something that I believe Chelsea should do if they want to be confirmed title contenders, right? This January transfer, they should be looking at getting a standard proper goalkeeper. That's one.
Yeah.
Right? Number 2, I think they need at least 1 or 2 proper central tall defenders.
Yep.
I'm talking about having the equivalent of Van Dijk and Konate for Chelsea.
Not easy to come by.
I mean, it's not easy, but I'm telling you, if they have that, Chelsea is not even an argument.
I mean, before that, get rid of Badiashile, Disasi and Robert Sanchez.
I was going to say Disasi is going to be coming up in this list.
Oh, God. Listen, I'm talking about football players. Okay?
Are they not football players to you?
Listen.
Here we go.
You see, listen.
Throw in the net.
Listen, there is a difference between football players and athletes. Okay? 2 different things. Athletes are people who play football. Footballers are people who understand the art of football. 2 different things. Okay? Now, every single person who's on the pitch, if you go on their profile, they will write athlete, or whatever, a sportsman. Of course. Modric is a sportsman. Why? Because he knows how to run. He's one of the fastest runners on the pitch. He could be in the Olympics. He's also an athlete. But do you know who a footballer is? A footballer is somebody who understands that spherical rubber, that thing called ball. Americans call it soccer, right? They understand it's an art. God, listen, if I was in a church, you know...
It sounds like you are.
People should be... You know, there are places I'll be speaking like this, they'll be sowing what we call seed. I know you guys don't understand, but you will sow seed, right? Listen, when you understand the art of football, you love the art, right? When you're on the pitch, you will see people like Lionel Messi, Ronaldinho, Eden Hazard. You see, these names of Neymar. These are people who understand the art of football. I'm talking about listen, these names you just mentioned, these are athletes. These are people who found themselves performing a sport. They see it as a sport. Does that make sense, Alex? I mean, if just listen. If you're understanding me, say right on, sir.
And if I'm not understanding you?
Sarah, continue, man. Continue.
Shall we talk a little bit about Manchester United? Because Clinton, the Erik ten Hag era is also over, and that man, I feel like, put you through a whirlwind of emotions. Now Amorim is in charge. Do you have hope for Manchester United come the end of the 2024-25 season that they will have finished better than where Erik ten Hag left them last season?
No, definitely. I mean, first of all, we could clearly see that there's some level of improvement. There's some level of structure going on with our team as well. Like, you can clearly see from, the last couple of games, there's been some serious improvement. Like the fact that we were able to beat Manchester City in Etihad a couple of weeks ago. Like, you would understand that there is a structure. There's something to be hopeful for. He's come with a change. Now, in Nigeria, there is a party, a political party called APC. Now, what they stand for, they'll tell you change, right? But the truth is, they've never done any. When they say change, there's always the negative change. So it's not like they've not brought in any kind of change. They've come with a negative change, right? But why I brought that story is when you look at Amorim, right? His change is positive. He's all of a sudden brought out the light in players. When you see the goal that Diallo scored, the winning goal against Manchester City, you could see that these are people who are willing to play. They want to prove a point. They want to tell this manager that, listen, I want to play this game for you. Where do I think Manchester United will be finishing by the end of the season? I'm not going to say we're going to be in the top 4 because that's going to take time. When you look at Arsenal today, it took Arteta a very long time. Arsenal, they were very, very patient with the man. At some point, people were calling for his head. Now, if they didn't give him time, I don't think Arsenal would be where they are today, right? It's not going to be so quick. Amorim is an excellent manager. He's proven it with Sporting. And the reason why he is here is because of how good he is. I told you guys the other day that anybody who has come to Manchester United, there's something they've seen in this persons or these people that's made them come there, right? Amorim is one of those when it comes to the managerial side. And I could clearly see that he has a view. He has plans to take the club to where it's meant to be. And I can tell you for sure, we might not probably get into that top 4, but at least maybe we might still play European football.
Okay.
I mean, that's a very big
well, they're playing
aspiration.
European football now. They finished in 8th last season.
Yeah, I mean, with where we are now, we're not going to play, next season. But I believe Amorim stepping in, we might still have hope.
Alex, do you agree with Clinton?
I don't think they'll be playing. Well, maybe they'll be playing Conference League or Europa League next season.
Yeah.
But I do think it's a journey that they have to be, patient with. Yes, you could say they should have been more patient with Ten Hag, giving him more time. But when you spent over 600 million quid and you're in your 3rd season, I think there should be more results.
Yeah.
I think 2 seasons is a good parameter of judging how well a manager's done. You look at Ange Postecoglou. If he hasn't won a trophy at the end of the season, are Spurs really better than they were 2 years ago? I think you look at where Enzo Maresca's brought Chelsea from beginning of this season to, even we've just seen 6 months. Wonder what he can do in 2 years. I think they have to give Amorim time. They have to be patient. But to be honest, I still do think there's something wrong at United on the above managerial level, whether it be board level, ownership. Something is not quite going right. The culture seems, off. I think I heard another thing today that stewards are getting their bonuses reduced to 50 quid instead of 100 quid for steward of the day or something like that. So they're punishing the people at the very bottom, not the people that are going out for 90 minutes, not doing anything for an hour and a half and getting paid £300,000 a week. They're not punishing those people, but they're punishing the people that come week in, week out and do their job, that are the heart and soul of the club. So there's definitely a cultural issue at Manchester United that needs to be fixed before they become a successful club again.
Yeah. Okay. Well, shall we move along to La Liga, because it was a very exciting year in Spain as well. And let's start off with Real Madrid, guys, because Real Madrid were arguably the best team of 2024, winning La Liga, the Champions League, the Supercopa de España, the FIFA Intercontinental Cup, the European Super Cup, and I think that's it. Alex, I feel like I know your answer, but do you think Real Madrid were the best club team in 2024?
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. They won the Champions League, they won their domestic league. Like you said, Super Cup, Spanish Super Cup, UEFA Super Cup, Intercontinental Cup. Yeah, I know some of them are less important. The Champions League obviously being the most important there, but they've still put themselves in positions to win those trophies, and they've they won the league last year, not at a canter, but from perhaps February or March, there was only one team that was going to win it, and I think that's Real Madrid. And the Champions League, they had their moments where they almost got knocked out by Man City, by Bayern Munich, but they came back. And this year, like we talked about the other day, perhaps it's not been as plain sailing as they would have hoped, but they're still only 1 point off the top of the league. They're 3 points off the top 8 in the Champions League. In 6 months, they're still very much in the title race. They're still very much in contention to win the Champions League. So, no, I think generally 2024 has been a very good year for the club.
Well, let's take a look at Real Madrid from winning all the trophies they did at the end of last season to not as convincing start to 2024 with the addition of Kylian Mbappe.
A year is a long time in football, and for Real Madrid, a lot has changed in the last 365 days. This time last year, Los Blancos were a month away from winning the Spanish Super Cup in Saudi Arabia, and they couldn't stop winning. After adding a 36th La Liga title and a 50th Champions League, everyone was on cloud 9. Jude Bellingham had the season of his life, and Vinicius Jr. was set to win the Ballon d'Or. What could go wrong? Fast forward a month after the Euros, and Real had a new number 9, the one and only Kylian Mbappe. Adding the best player in the world to an already unbeatable team, a recipe for success, no? Well, apparently not. Mallorca against Real Madrid, draw. Las Palmas against Real Madrid, draw. Lille against Real Madrid, loss. Real Madrid against Barcelona, loss. Real Madrid against AC Milan, loss. Liverpool against Real Madrid, loss. Athletic Club Bilbao against Real Madrid, loss. A team in crisis with Kylian Mbappe way off form and injuries left, right and centre. A once untouchable Carlo Ancelotti was under pressure and facing the sack. Where did all go wrong? Was signing Kylian Mbappe a mistake? Despite all this, Los Blancos are only 1 point off Barcelona, who are supposedly in the midst of one of their best seasons in recent years. What does 2025 have in store for the biggest club in world football?
All right, well, to bring into that conversation, let me introduce to you Mr. Gary Al Smith. Wow, looking sharp, Gary.
We can't hear Gary.
We can't hear Gary.
Can hear you.
Yeah.
Hi.
I hear you now.
Welcome in, Gary. How are we feeling?
Good, thank you. How
All
are
right.
you feeling after a year of incredible football?
A year of incredible football, absolutely. Well, we're in the middle of talking about Real Madrid, and were they the best team of 2024? And they finished off last year winning several trophies, including La Liga and the Champions League, but haven't had the best start to their season, including the addition of Kylian Mbappe, which we've spoken about many times. But what do you foresee with this Real Madrid team come 2025?
As I've said many times on the show, I think they'll only get better as they gel properly. They figure, the various parts of the engine out to start working more efficiently, more fluently, and all that. I think they will get better. I don't think Carlo Ancelotti will face the sack. I think he will improve the team. As to whether they were the best team of 2024, they've won 5 trophies. If even the Intercontinental Trophy is a dog. I think, all things considered, they've been the best team in the world this year. Yes.
Clinton, what do you think about Real Madrid and what is yet to come?
No, I mean, for me, I think when these questions are asked, I always love to ask a question in return. I always ask, is it based on the trophies or is it based on the play? Okay? Now, based on the trophies...
It's always based on the trophies.
No,
Come on.
No, hang on. Listen.
Come on.
No, listen. For me, by the trophies, of course, they are unarguable because you can't argue it. There's the evidence to suggest that they are the best team in the world. They could play the worst games, but they will still win. And this is something I was giving credit to Real Madrid a couple of weeks ago. On this show, I said to you guys, I said, the one credit I give to Real Madrid is they go on the pitch, you could clearly see that things are not happening, but somehow you see that they are getting a draw or they are probably getting some kind of a win. I mean, they're not like Barcelona. Sorry for coming to bash Barcelona again. Barcelona, when they want to lose, especially to little teams, they lose so shamefully. Real Madrid, they are not that team. Somehow, they will still find a way. The Kylian Mbappe that people feel like, oh, you've come into this team and you're not doing so well. I mean, look at his numbers, though. The only problem here is the fact that he has set the bar so high for himself that people expect even more. It's not like he's done bad. He's got the assists. He's got a couple of goals. Mind you, we are just halfway into the season. Is he doing very bad? Not really, but people have expected a lot, so much from this young man that because he's not really being that guy that they've known him to be from being in PSG and playing for France, they all of a sudden feel like he's not the best, and it has had some kind of negative effect to his mental state, and you could clearly see that negative mental state is affecting his gameplay on the pitch. But is he really bad? I don't think he's bad. Real Madrid as a whole, they're a very good team. Are they the best? They're still the best. But this introduction of Kylian Mbappe, like Gary said, is going to be, with time, we're going to see some kind of improvement with time. I think they are still going to gel. They still need to work on how, they are going to gel together on the pitch. But we can't argue. They are the best. They've got all the trophies. So, yeah.
When you said that they're the best in terms of trophies, but does that mean they play the best? Was there another team that you were thinking of that you think of when you say the best in terms of the football that they play?
No, I will give Barcelona when it comes to the football, right? Like I said, Barcelona, the only annoying thing about them is the fact that they lose to people they shouldn't be losing to. Especially losing against the Leganés at the Olympic Stadium. I said it on this show, that how do you lose to a Leganés? When you go to the press offices of Leganés, they don't even have printing papers. They have to write on stuff and paste on the wall. And when they paste on the wall, they don't even use super glues. They use sellotapes to paste it on the wall. How do these guys leave Leganés, go to Barcelona, and beat a Barcelona that has a Lamine Yamal? They beat a Barcelona that has a player who people at some point thought was going to get into that Cristiano Ronaldo versus Messi conversation. I'm talking about Robert Lewandowski. They go to Leganés, they beat a Rafinha who is on fire. So these are, but when they win, you could see that they understand the art of football. You can clearly tell that they are a good team that pretty much understands themselves. So when it comes to gameplay, who do I give it to? I'll easily give it to Barcelona. Atletico Madrid, gameplay, I still don't see anything special in them. Do you see it? Real Madrid, are they playing well? To me, no. For the Real Madrid we used to know. But are they winning the trophies? Yes, they are. So this is the reason why I say, is it based on the gameplay that we see currently, or is it based on the trophies that they've had? You see where I'm coming from now?
Alex, what do you expect from Real Madrid heading into 2025 and Kylian Mbappe?
I mean, I think a La Liga trophy. Still fairly confident that they can win the league in Spain. And, they're out of the Champions League, I think, on the night in a one-off game. Yes, there's two legs, but, in those sort of one-off moments, Real Madrid are, the best club in the world at those sort of moments. You've seen it with Bayern Munich.
But not this season.
1-0 down to Bayern Munich in, the 88th minute, 89th minute. 3 minutes later, they're 2-1 up and they're heading to Wembley.
This season, right?
No, but those big moments, we saw it against Atalanta. Atalanta are one of the most informed teams in Europe this season. They went to Atalanta and won. You look at how, yes, they have their moments where they lose games, but in the big moments, they always come through. And, there have been, I guess, moments this year where they haven't been as good as last season, but I still think, this year a La Liga trophy, and I still think they're in contention for the Champions League as well.
What do you mean by they come through in the big moments? Was facing Barcelona at the Bernabeu Stadium, was that not a big moment for them to win?
No, then I did follow it by, yes, there are some moments.
Speaking about that, I noticed whoever made that little reel of Real Madrid forgot to leave out the biggest loss they had this season, but it's none of my business, just 4-0, but we won't forget. Don't worry. It's fine. Let's move along to Barcelona, because that is the other team right now challenging Real Madrid alongside Atleti in La Liga. And they have gone from a die-hard Blaugrana coach in Xavi to German engineering in Hansi Flick. And Gary, we've spoken about this a lot in the later parts of 2024, but Hansi Flick has really instilled a different mentality in this Barcelona squad.
He has. And it was very interesting when he came the first couple of weeks. when journalists, as journalists always do, we're asking them, "Oh, what's the difference between Hansi Flick and your previous manager?" And you could tell that the players were being very political. They were giving Alex Ashmore answers.
Yeah, should I give you an example of an Alex Ashmore answer? Let's. You know what?
Let him do it, Alex.
Sorry, ask me like I'm a player. Just imagine I was Robert Lewandowski. Ask me about.
Leganes?
No, ask me about my two coaches.
Okay. So, Robert, you're starting off the season great. Obviously, there was a change in your managers over the season. How do you think you're adjusting to your new coach, Hansi Flick? And what's the biggest difference between Flick and Xavi?
Hold on. Let me take the camera and the microphone. Hold on.
He's gone like.
Oh my God! All right. Okay. Xavi's a very.
You've already got it wrong. I wouldn't have laughed.
Fam, I was laughing at Gary. Get out.
Go for it.
Xavi was an excellent coach.
Fantastic.
He was. Perhaps we could have done better under him, but he really did help us. He pushed us, and it just wasn't working, and we did our best, and it was sad to see him leave. And he's a very good coach. But then Hansi Flick is also another good coach. He's even pushing us more, and we are trying to do better. We are taking it games by game, and we just want to win. We want to make our fans happy, and we do our best. No, but
I wish the camera was panning to Alex instead of you.
Quite good.
Yes,
Gary.
Xavi.
Gary, but is that not how they would answer it normally, though?
What can I say? I'm a press officer's dream.
Horrendous. All right. We did have a stat pulled up, and we can bring that graphic back up, because in the end, even though Xavi had a lot of criticism, as opposed to Hansi Flick, they are tied. Barcelona is tied right now with the same amount of points as they had last season, but the difference is Barca are in first versus being in fourth last season. Gary, what do you make of this when you see these statistics heading into 2025? And obviously, Barcelona have not been, let's say, consistent of late.
It's a very interesting position, because I think mentally in people's minds, Hansi Flick, for some reason, is a cut above Xavi until you look at these statistics. And that's the interesting thing about stats. It just lays sentiments bare and proves them, or either proves them or disproves them. And even though Hansi Flick is first on the table, there isn't much difference between them, right? And maybe we might look back and say that Xavi was not that bad after all, But fact of the matter is that getting to the end, I think the team stopped, the communication between Xavi and the team stopped being as good as it was in the beginning. Something was lost. I can't put my finger on it, but something just wasn't working the way it should have, and that we knew Xavi was able to do. Also, there was the whole issue about, whether he was leaving, and when they asked him to come back, when he said he was leaving, right, and they asked him to come back only to sack him again. That was quite unsavory, in my opinion. It wasn't a very nice way to treat a legend. But you know how some of these clubs are. Barcelona, sometimes they do that to their legends. Real Madrid also do that to their legends as well. And it left a sour taste in the mouth. And what I'll say finally is that I don't think the two managers are too different, and maybe history might judge Xavi a bit more kindly than it did when he left the club.
I think something we should also take into account is that last season, Real Madrid and Girona had 45 points at this stage. So, naturally, perhaps the quality of La Liga last year was better in terms of the competition at the top. And if, they got the same number of points, Atleti had the same number of points after 18 games last season. So perhaps, yes, I do think Barcelona have improved under Flick. I think the culture around the club feels a lot better. It feels a lot healthier. Feels like a lot of there are more fresh ideas, more, I don't know, willingness to do things differently. And you see how perhaps Flick, like the players coming off the bus, it's very old-fashioned, but they're all wearing the same tracksuit. They're all sort of together as a group. It's the little things that I feel like it feels like it's changed for the better for Barcelona.
I think one of the biggest things as well is if you look at that statistic, goals for. Barcelona have scored 50 goals.
Yeah, and Xavi had 34. I was just literally going to mention that.
Barcelona have the most goals out of any of the top 5 teams across Europe. This is, to me, massive because I think in the last few years under Real Madrid, if there was a title fight, Barcelona, if it came down to goal differential, Barcelona was always behind Real Madrid. And now the games that they are winning, yes, like you mentioned, they lost to Leganés. How could they do that? But the games they're winning with conviction. They're beating Real Madrid 4-0. They're beating Sevilla 5-1. They are making sure that the games they do win, they're hammering it, and they're also not letting up. This was something I remember from the Guardiola era. Guardiola would say, it doesn't matter if it's 5-0, I want you to score again. I don't care. It does not matter. We're not being polite here. We're here to win and show that we care. So I think that maybe is something that stands out to me. But as we said, the title race is on in La Liga. So who knows what's going to happen with Barcelona. Looking at La Liga and doing well in the Champions League, 3rd in the Champions League as we head into January. So a lot could happen. Let's move over to Italy as we saw Inter Milan win the Serie A, but we also saw Atalanta win the Europa League thanks to one Ademola Lookman hat trick. Talk about your boy.
When I hear Ademola Lookman now, it's almost like there's this stuff that just hits my chest. It's almost like, when you see a beautiful woman, that love at first sight, that feeling. I mean, I've never felt it before, but, from what people have said, when I hear Ademola Lookman now, that's what I could just, feel. The guy is my biggest prayer is I don't want this to just be a temporal stuff. You could clearly tell that he has the quality in him. He's very good. He's one of those players that even when everyone is kind of like not being what they should be, he's always the person. He's always turning up. When you look at the game between them and Real Madrid, we were quite disappointed in quite a few players, but it felt like Ademola Lookman was the only person who was trying to win the game. And to be honest, I was happy to see him get on the scoreboard, and I felt like he didn't lose the game. Atalanta may have lost, but Lookman would always come through. And I'm just happy. That was a change in his life, right? That was, when during the interview, that was one of the questions, I asked him, I said, you having a hat trick in that Europa finals, was that the biggest moment in your life? And he did say, well, that was not my biggest moment. However, because of the amount of people that we are watching and the amount of, people that felt like that had never happened before. I mean, it's happened before, but that was a very long time ago, and he's just done it again. That was very special. And I just hope that his popularity when it comes to how good he is with football is not just going to end one day, just like we've seen with quite a few players. Let it not be that run where maybe after one season, that's it. I want him to be on that level of the Cristianos. I understand that's his GOAT. Obviously, his GOAT. He's not the GOAT. That's Ademola Lookman's
I understand.
GOAT. And sorry?
On the show right now, I'm just noticing it for the first time. Was Lookman in only a pair of socks? Was he sitting down just a pair of socks? In the video they just played.
No,
do you know why, Gary? Clinton didn't have any, so Ademola gave his shoes to Clinton.
No, I'll tell you what happened. He actually came in an Adidas flip-flop, and apparently he's not supposed to be wearing an Adidas, especially. I don't know. There's something regarding sponsorship and stuff. Yeah. So he just had to take it out, and I noticed quite a few people on social media noticing that. So I think some Nigerians said, "Hang on, wait. Did you guys make our idolo?" So an idolo is basically our king or this guy we respect. You guys made our idolo barefooted. Are you mad? Give him something to wear, man. I'm like, well, sorry, idolo doesn't want to wear anything, man. He's happy, he's feeling comfortable. Maybe that is where all the political answers he was giving me, the inspiration was just coming from earth, and he didn't want the flip-flop to kind of distract it. Who knows? But I really hope that he does continue in the level that he's on currently, man.
I mean, talking about you're hoping it to be continuous, you look at his 3 seasons before he joined Atalanta, he scored no goals in 1920. He scored 4 in 2021, and he scored 8 in 22-23. And then the last 2 seasons, 15, 17, and then obviously he's around the double-figure mark now. I mean, it shows you that there is
Progress.
a pattern.
Absolutely.
And, you know, there's often that criticism of, well, he couldn't make it in the Premier League, and you asked him about that in terms of, you know, would he like to go back to the Premier League and prove people wrong? But
he gave his political one like you as usual.
We see, you know, with Lukaku, for example, he didn't have the luck he would have hoped at Manchester United or Chelsea, but did really well for Inter. You know, yes, perhaps not firing on all cylinders for Napoli at the moment, but some people just find their niche, and I think Alomola's found his niche in Serie A.
Well, from one Niger boy to another.
I really do. I hope he... Sorry, Sarah. Oh, sorry.
Just teeing it up here, Clinton's.
Sorry, I didn't know you were. But I thought you were just saying from one Niger boy to the other, and that was it. Sorry. Go on.
Go. What do you have to say?
No, I was actually just going to say that I'm hoping he does come back to the Premier League and maybe end up in Manchester United or something. You know, that was actually what I was going to say.
That's what you dream about.
I mean, I dream for it. Yeah.
Don't do it, Ademola. Don't do it.
But by the way, do you think? I mean, Ademola would easily bench anybody right now in Premier League. Don't you think?
Yeah. Well, in Manchester United, definitely.
No, definitely in Manchester.
Yeah.
I think the only, perhaps, people he wouldn't bench in terms of form at the moment, out-and-out strikers, Brian Mbeumo and Nicholas Jackson.
But Ademola Lookman is not a striker.
No, but like, you know, as a sort of
a
forward, I guess.
Doesn't he play on the left?
He plays on the left, yeah.
No, he's not touching Luis Diaz right now. I'll tell you that much. So not Liverpool.
He'd get in City's team, I think.
Yeah. At this point, anyway.
Definitely.
Pep would say, well, whatever we can do.
I mean, I would get into the City team, in fact. But
maybe United, there might be a bit of a competition there. Obviously,
Arsenal?
United.
No. I mean,
Arsenal, yeah. I think he'd get in that Arsenal team. He's better than Martinelli and Trossard.
Yeah, okay.
Spurs.
Son? That's a very,
hard to
that's
drop,
a very,
son. You
that's
can't
a,
drop
yeah, I know. That's a very big one, though. I mean, I'm happy we had a conversation a couple of weeks ago as well regarding Son, right? Son is a very tricky one, but I mean, let's just put them on maybe same level, right? I think Son does deserve to still be there,
and the loyalty to Spurs too.
Yeah.
Like that will give him the boost.
He scored 125 Premier League goals. That's no easy feat.
That's crazy, though, to be honest. I mean, which other lefts are we looking at?
Well, let's leave it for the theoretical since we don't know quite yet if he's going to the Premier League. Let's quickly jump to the Bundesliga because we saw Bayer Leverkusen lift the trophy for the first time, knocking Bayern Munich off their high horse. And lest we forget, it was done with an unbeaten record. Guys, I think this story of Bayer Leverkusen goes down in history in football. Like, I know we can say, oh, okay, you know, Real Madrid won La Liga last year, Man City won their 6, but this was never done before for this team. And to do it unbeaten, this is why Arsenal fans always go, remember 2004? Because it is so impossible to do.
But Arsenal drew 12 games. Bayer Leverkusen, you know, yes, they did draw, but I think when you look at the Arsenal Invincibles, it was impressive, but 12 draws out of 38 games.
You just want to slander Arsenal, but we're going to compare the Prem to the Bundesliga?
No. I'm just saying, I think what Bayer Leverkusen did last year is better in terms of doing it across all competitions for so long. Perhaps is better than what Arsenal did in the Premier League in 2000.
Gary, I'd like your opinion on that, please. Look at Why are you testing me today?
Perhaps.
I can't hear you, Gary. What'd you say?
I think Leverkusen, yeah.
Well, there you go.
All right, well, I'm going to say the Premier League is 10 times harder than the Bundesliga, so I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
But if you're comparing the achievements, I think Leverkusen is better.
Yeah. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, though, with the fact that, yes, how many did you say Arsenal?
They drew 12 in that Premier League season where they went unbeaten.
Arsenal.
12
Yeah.
in the Premier League.
And how many did they draw?
That is a good question. Across all competitions, I'm not sure, you know, obviously we'd had Champions League group stages, they would have drawn a few. I think perhaps the only asterisk on Bayer Leverkusen's record is the fact that a certain Nigerian lad ruined the party at the end of the season for them in the Europa League. So, yeah, no, both amazing achievements.
Yeah, really a brilliant story and one that we all enjoyed to watch. That kind of fairy tale ending for Bayer Leverkusen. Another fairy tale ending was, maybe not for Clinton Codd, but Sebastian Haller in the AFCON as Ivory Coast won at home. And guys, to me, I know it feels like a while ago now because it was almost a year ago, last February. But I think this was the most standout story to me because obviously we know Sebastian Haller had cancer. He beat it. He ended up going on to play in a Champions League final. Even though he lost, he ended up going to an AFCON and scoring the winning goal. There was something about this that was just beautiful as a neutral fan to watch and see a man, really go through an entire the entire roster of life, and it was absolutely brilliant. Clinton, I know that they obviously beat Nigeria, but I'm sure that you can appreciate.
No, I mean, for me, I'm just thinking about the fact that how do they take out a ball out of you and you take the ball to the back of the net to give you...
Absolutely not worried about Sebastian Haller and his well-being.
No, I mean, no, but it's a success story, though. Like, I felt like he converted his... maybe what has happened to him into some kind of glorious achievement, right? I can't imagine having cancer. There are people who would literally say, listen, I don't want to do this again.
Yeah.
Okay? I've literally been through so much, and I just want to go chill. I just want to go enjoy my time with my family. I just want to go. But do you know what it means to still get on that page and get in your country to win such a trophy? That's massive to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Like, so I'm just thinking about the glory that comes with that. Do you see... when you look at that clip, you see how important that goal felt to the country.
Oh, my God.
It's like, I could imagine the kind of goosebumps anybody would get at that point. Listen, this, like you said, it's happened since last February.
Yeah.
But just looking at this clip again,
Yeah.
Igbo man was saying, like, my body is shake. Like, I'm cold.
When I
That's
spoke
massive.
to him a few weeks ago regarding this entire situation, he said that obviously it was something super difficult and he had his family to lean on, but he wants to be an example to everyone. And I just thought, like, that's so admirable, to come out and say, listen, like, it's not even about people, like, wanting to be me. I want to show that you can do anything. And I think he's so nice, too. Erling Haaland, this is a humble guy. Genuinely, he's so down to earth. And I think when you go through these things, it really shows you what's important in life. And you can just tell nothing's fazing him and he's just enjoying it. And he was able to conquer it in Africa. Gary, how do you feel about, AFCON almost a year ago now?
I was in the stadium for that trophy lifting.
Gary, wait.
Here we go.
Gary, hold on. Gary, listen, it's not every time that you have to flex. I understand. How many weeks ago it was messy. Now, you want to give... Just answer her question. Let's move on, please.
It's part of the answer. You were talking about goosebumps, so I can tell you, I was nodding.
Okay,
because I when the goal went in, I was surrounded by Ivorian fans.
Right.
But as a neutral, they were happy. As a neutral, I was getting goosebumps. You know what I'm saying? Like, from a sports journalist point of view, that I was not a native of Ivory Coast, knowing, because up to this point, he scored the goal, he had almost zero contribution in the game. He had done nothing in it. But they stuck with him in the game as if they knew.
Like there was a plan.
There was something that was going to come, and ball came in from the left from Adingra, just tugged it in and the stadium just went delirious. What it did to the country, is why a lot of countries in this day and age still justify the huge amount of money and resource, even though it's very expensive, to host competitions like this. Because a lot of administrators will tell you, because, most people in most countries, especially when it comes to things like the Olympics, the Commonwealth Games, a lot of people in the countries go like, we don't need to host it. Like, there are schools to build. People are hungry. Why are you spending $1 billion? Because the Ivory Coast spent $1 billion.
And they did a very good job, to be honest.
$1 billion. But that's $1 billion people will say you can use to build schools. There are children still, facing malnutrition, all sorts of things. But these are the moments, because they always say you cannot quantify the amount of national pride a goal like that brings to a country that was 10, 12 years ago in the throes of civil war. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes football does the impossible and brings people together in a way that we cannot explain. So, I mean, as a neutral, for many reasons, I wanted Nigeria to win. For many reasons, I wanted Cote d'Ivoire to win as well. But once Cote d'Ivoire won, it was fine by me, and it was a really, really great experience. Yeah.
Is
And
it
the
a
girls-
bit... Sorry, Gary?
The ladies were nice.
All right, stop. You're acting like Clinton.
You've
I
spent
need
way too much time with Clinton.
Wow, so you guys are trying to say that I'm not becoming a bad influence, yeah?
Yes.
Wow.
I think exactly that.
But Gary, speaking about the women though, there was this another country. Let's just give 2 minutes for 2 women.
No, but we saw it on TV.
Yeah,
This was the most. We saw it on TV. Like, this was the best AFCON.
Cape Verde was the one that. Do you know how many
Look,
people?
Ethiopia, Cote d'Ivoire, Cape Verde, Mozambique. Like, we saw it on TV, and we're like,
Bro, listen. Do you know how many tourists Cape Verde recorded after the AFCON? Wait, Gary, you didn't follow? Oh my, Sarah.
Why?
A country in Africa that everybody just ignored. Like, it was almost like, yeah, it's just one of them countries. As a matter of fact,
They're non-existent.
they are non-existent, exactly, right? The AFCON, they did not host it. But the benefit of the AFCON to them, like, people were traveling to these places and posting on their social media just because of the ladies that the cameraman kept on panning whilst they were in the stadium.
What country?
Cape Verde.
look, listen.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know if it's a coincidence, but for the first time in our history in Ghana, we have direct flights from here to Cape Verde. After the AFCON. I don't know what.
Oh my God. I just heard what you guys,
Like, I don't-
Cape Verde. I didn't realize that's what you were saying.
Oh,
Wait, you guys didn't know what that was a place before?
No, you don't understand. Not that we
Okay,
didn't
you're
know.
saying it got its fame because
Yes.
of the
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the ladies in Cape Verde. Gary's coming to see you
Baby.
soon.
Oh, these are the colors of their flag, by the way.
Yeah?
This, the gold. So yeah,
Oh my
we're
God.
standing Cape Verde, man.
Nah, listen, if you look at their women though, they look like they were, one of them angels that, if you read your Bible, there was a time where God just threw away some angels to earth and said, yo, go become
Seriously.
devils. No, but Gary, remember the story, right? They just threw away,
I know.
they threw away angels. And people felt like they went to Cape Verde. And those were the women that they were now showing during the AFCON. And people were booking flights, bro. People were, I was seeing men posting their...
Customer, why aren't you backing us up? Alex, come on, man.
No, don't mind Alex. Alex that goes on dates like once or twice a year. I don't. When it comes to all these women conversation, Alex will rather go on Twitter looking for football topics.
That was me.
Or rugby.
And
Or watching rugby.
exactly. Watching rugby, the crickets, like all those kind of. I don't understand the guy. And do you know what's even pissing me off more? This guy's wasting his height, for nothing. I told him,
Do you know the number of women who want men of Alexis?
bro, he doesn't know. See, listen.
Man.
If I have 50% of Alex's height, I will not be on this show. Now, you mad? What are you talking about? Bro, there are so many things I could be doing on the streets, man. We are talking about beautiful women. You are looking at cars on your
Where'd he
laptop.
go? What's happening here?
He's gone.
No, I'm protesting.
Oh, you're protesting.
Why would God be giving people like this that don't care about the height? Why is he giving them the height?
Damn. All right. Let's move along, guys. And unfortunately, Alex, I didn't tee this up because it's just the way it's meant to be. But we have to talk about the Euros. Okay, all right. Guys, I do have to say that this was our first project together with the Sporty Show, and we are based in Madrid. And I just have to say, it was such an incredible experience to not only support this team, but then be in the capital of this country, starting this new project with you guys. I will never forget that final. Clinton decided to disappear. That's another story. But me and producer Ben were in the fountains dancing away, and it was really brilliant. I feel like that is like a once in a lifetime kind of memory. I know, Alex, it was unfortunate for you, but if you could see my perspective just on that, it was honestly incredible. And I think with Spain in this Euros, for the first time in a while, it really was the best team did win. Because as much as England did make it to a final, we know that their journey was shocking. You step in whenever, Alex.
I agree with you. I think Spain deserved to win it. They played the best football. They had the best players. they were exciting to watch. They won all of their games. You know, players like Nico Williams, Lamine Yamal. You know, these are players that you pay a lot of money to see live. And, you know, England gave it their best. You know, they won when they weren't playing well, and they played well in, I think, probably one game in the whole tournament. And, you know, when you don't play good enough football, you don't get the trophies at the end of it. But, you know, I'm very proud of this England team and Gareth Southgate. And, you know, it was a good summer. It brought me back some good memories. That Bellingham goal against Slovakia. You know, it was a good summer. It was a good fun summer. As you know, tournaments like that are always good fun.
Hang on, he made a statement. He said Spain have the best players, you know, compared to England. Sarah, do you agree with that? I mean, maybe you're not the best.
No, I'm saying they had the best players at that tournament in terms of performance.
Okay, in terms of, okay, thank you. Okay, makes sense. Okay.
Like maybe not individually, like, you know, some of the individually, I mean, you know, you look at Carvalho, he's probably the best right back in the world.
As at that time, yes.
Yeah, I think when you look at, you know, for example, the midfield.
I think on paper, if you ask me though, on paper, based on what we know of English players, I felt like England had the best, but they were just not performing at the Euros to the level that they were on paper. That's literally what it is for me.
I think that's fair. I'll take that.
Gary, how do you feel about Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams, and how much did you enjoy watching these two youngsters absolutely fly up and down those left and right flanks?
As you were speaking about them, I'm trying to think back to a more exciting pair flying down the wings in any international team recently, or maybe it's my mind playing tricks. I can't remember, you know, a pair of youngsters like these guys doing that. I mean, they're joy to watch. This just a joy. Look at his face. Look,
he didn't have his braces on his. Oh man, no, this guy was too young.
He was still 16 in that photo.
Trust me. I think since then he's matured, you know.
Yeah, he's matured a bit. Like, he's had a bit of grown-upness added to him. Because
especially with a girl cheating on him and running away from, you know, those. Yeah, I think he's kind of matured since then, man.
Oh, a girl cheated on him?
Did you not hear the story? My brother.
My favorite thing to see is Lamine Yamal with his little brother.
Oh, don't wait. Stop jumping in. Let's talk about what happened with him and that girl. Why are you running away from that one?
I don't know what happened exactly. I'm not going to speak on something that I don't know what happened.
No, but everything we've been speaking on this show, do you know 100% of everything?
Because we're talking about football. We're not talking about people's relationships.
No, I mean, but he came on and we're talking about how he matured. And we are saying part of the reason. I feel like part of the reasons why he matured was a woman taught him a lesson.
I mean, it might be because he won an international trophy and he also carried the team to do so, and he plays for one of the biggest clubs in the world. So that amount of pressure is going to naturally make you act like more of an adult because he has more responsibility than any 16 or 17-year-old probably would at that age.
She knows. Sarah knows what we women do. That's why she's just trying to use football to cover the whole thing up. But a woman made him mature quicker. But let's continue. Act like you don't know. Continue.
That's shameful to say, Clinton.
That's not shameful. That's true.
Shameful.
But Gary, be sincere, though. Do women not make men mature? Why all of you scared of saying the truth on the show, for Christ's sake? Alex, why? Why are you guys scared of the truth on camera?
I feel like as a lad, he's already mature. He didn't.
My personal experience that, you have to think about the fact that, I don't want to sleep on the couch tonight. You understand what I'm saying?
Thank you. Simple. But this is what I'm trying to hear people speak out to the truth. But when I'm saying these kind of things, it will be like I'm just over-talking. And even Sarah, sometimes she knows it's the truth, but because they want to be politically correct, they want to avoid the topic. They want to act like no, it's non-existent, including you, Alex, including you. And I'm very ashamed of that.
Clinton, women make us better. Like, I mean, come on.
No, that's not.
They make us
getting matured is not a bad thing. That's what I'm saying. They make us. They make us even become more responsible. So now, when you look at Lamine Yamal, you can clearly tell.
In that sense, I agree.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I was trying to explain. But it was feeling like I was saying some negative things.
Because you were saying Lamine Yamal.
Yeah. He can't pronounce Yamal.
It happened. Yeah. You are saying that he was a victim of, the other side of maturity.
No, but it was true though. But at least I know it was true.
But you and I were not there. Hold
on. Were you there? Yeah.
But it's not coming in.
Were you there when Haaland? Were you there? Hold on. Were you there when Haaland was telling Arteta to be humble?
Yeah, it was on camera.
Oh, and what I'm talking about was not on camera? Jesus, are you guys being for real right now?
I didn't see it on camera. Are you? Did you see it on
No,
camera?
wait,
Sarah,
sorry.
Sarah, did you see it on camera?
Wait, hold on. This is not part of the show, but are you guys actually being, is this a joke or are you guys being serious now?
No, I
God
didn't
have
see it on
mercy.
camera anyway.
All right, let's move on. No, because I can't believe what's going on, but let's move on.
Finally, I want the continent against Clinton God. My year is made. Yes!
All right, well, we have AFCON, we have the Euros, and of course, we had Copa America with Lionel Messi in Argentina. Collected yet another trophy, although James Rodriguez did his very best to stop them. Clinton, you said this not too long ago. It's just another trophy for Messi at this point. He doesn't need them anymore.
No. Like I said, Messi, I'm sure even that trophy is not going to put it in his living room or any room. He's probably going to put it at his car park or something. Because like I said, his kids, they need space for their toys and stuff, And it's not even becoming too boring for Messi to win trophies. But it's just another day in the office, if you ask me. That's how I would say it. Like now, I'm tired of having to say, Messi's this, Messi's that. We know. What should we expect? This is who Messi is. And, Messi would always continue messing,
Messi.
Yeah.
Alex, it was just another day in the life for Lionel Messi.
Yeah, I also feel like some of the romance in football that got lost over the last 20 years has come back. Seeing Colombia doing really well, seeing Uruguay.
Some of the romance in football that got lost. I don't know what football you've been watching.
No,
but have you been watching him and Ronaldo and Neymar?
But you know what I mean in terms of those teams that we perhaps haven't seen quite the success from, and Colombia, they're a team that are slowly on the way back up, and it's good to see them playing lovely football. Uruguay as well gave it a good go, but it's very hard to beat Messi and Argentina. They were the best at this one and deserve to win it.
Anyone want to talk about the fact that Canada was in the third place match?
Who did they
That
beat
was
in
not
the-
on my, what is it,
Who did-
bingo card?
Yeah, that wasn't on my bingo card. Yeah, that
Or
wasn't on my. Oh, fair play to Jesse Marsh.
Jesse Marsh wasn't in charge for this one, was
Was he not? I thought he was.
God,
Could've sworn he was.
I'm really the worst person to ask for this.
I know. I just think a surprise. They drew with.
Uruguay.
Yeah,
and
they
then
grew with
lost in
Uruguay.
penalties.
And these are the competitions we like to see, those sort of surprises, like Leicester winning the Premier League, Girona doing well last season.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he was
Leicester winning
appointed.
the
He was
Premier
appointed a month before. I do
Yeah.
kind of remember this
Yeah.
now. All back in my day when I was in Canada, I remember this. Brilliant. Lionel Messi, back-to-back Copas with the World Cup in between. And Canada made it to third place. Really, no one would have thought. Let's move along, though, because we still have some things to go over, including what was our best moment at SportyTV, from our best interviews and maybe some of our best moments in the show.
Ooh, that's a difficult one.
Clinton, what was your best interview? What was your favorite, let's say? Not best. What did you enjoy the most?
Oh, that's a very big question, Wow, okay, I've never really thought about that one. My best interview. It's still going to be between the interviews with the Nigerian superstars, Boniface and Ademola Lookman. I think those were really intimate interviews where these players were able to pour out their hearts, and there was obviously laughs here and there. Boniface obviously was, I would say, was more of the more fun guy. The guy who was. Listen, when you look at Boniface, you just know that he should be a comedian if he wasn't playing football. Facts, he should be a skit maker. You could clearly tell that he has some kind of when you look at his posts, go through social media, you will see literally if you don't see athletes or Bayer Leverkusen or whatever, you will literally think he's a comedian. So he brought that personality onto that interview, and it was just very oof, he actually looks good. Looking at that picture next to the African goat at this point, okay.
Clinton, you should send this to your family. You should frame this one.
Nah, 100%, man. My kids are gonna be seeing that one. They need to be proud of their father, man. But it's Boniface was a very big one. Boniface was very funny, and for me, it was how everything came out. Him being a fan of what I had done, in my life before, and during the interview, him asking me questions about my own self. Like it was meant to be an interview where I should be asking you about football and stuff. When he said, "Yo, listen, you've asked me all of these questions. I want to ask you a question." At that point, I felt it was. I was very intrigued as to wait. I'm meant to be talking to you. What question do you have to ask me? It was nearly the end of the interview. He said, "Yo, why did you stop making comedy videos, you know. And that was a very big question. I've had that question so many times on social media. If you go through my DMs, you would see a lot of them there. You would see people saying, yo, I miss you, I miss seeing your content. You know, I know you're now into the whole football stuff, but, you know, I want you. So coming from a high-profile footballer asking me that was very special to me. So I think, you know, he was very phenomenal. You guys see the way he was laughing all through the interviews. His answers were very brilliant and even when he was going to be political, you know, him being political, he made it even funny. You know, it wasn't just being the average political guy to say, no, I don't want you, but he would always have something to say regarding the politics. So it was a very special one for me.
Wearing the same jacket.
Looks the same.
To be honest,
glasses are both blue tinted.
No, but funny enough, I have 3 of these jackets.
You're wearing a blue shirt or darker shirt. You're wearing a blue shirt.
Today.
Yeah, okay. It looks like it. Yeah. Nah, but that jacket, when I got them, I got 3 pairs. So that's why I leave 1 here and I have 2 back in the house. You know, so people will probably think it's the same. But yeah, it's just, you know, different variations in their color. But like I said, this interview was a very glorious one. It was a very beautiful one. Boniface was very down to earth. I enjoyed every single conversation I had with him. And Ademola Lookman was then the next one. Now, the reason why Ademola Lookman's one was very special was the fact that it was face-to-face. So it wasn't via the whole video connect. It was literally looking at you. We had a very good moment of conversations prior to the interview, which honestly, if we recorded that part, Gary, I promise you, this interview, you would not even rate this one. I was literally saying to the cameraman, hope you recorded everything this chat we've been having for these 20 minutes before we went on camera, because that was the best moment. I'm telling you for free, Gary.
That was the unfiltered version.
Gary, because I was there, the camera guy was there. I'm telling you, I wish with my life that it was recorded. Because this Ademola Lookman you see here in front of the camera is very different from the Lookman that was off the camera. Even after the interview, we had a few like 10 minutes, 15-minute chat again. I'm like, yo, I had to ask him, bro, why do I not get this man in front of the camera though? And he just laughed. You know, and the truth is a personality thing. There are people who in front of the camera, they can or they just refuse to be this person that they are off the camera. Yeah,
guys.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know, I was speaking, you know, I did this live interview, which for some reason didn't come out on SportyTV. I was speaking to Beto Yudrim that plays for Getafe. You know, I went there to interview him live, and we were having this conversation, very normal, beautiful conversation. He was all happy, all smiling. And then when it was time to get on the camera, he said to me, and I will never forget that statement, I noticed he became somebody different. It was almost like he was shaking. And I said, Yudrim, what's the problem? He said, sorry, can we just cut just for a minute? I said, all right. You know, I told the camera guy, can you just switch off the camera? And then he said to me, I don't understand why I could play in Turkey. I could play in front of 100,000 people. No problem. I would score my goals. I would scream. I would shout. You know, I'm very, very happy. But I want to talk to just you and a cameraman, and I'm scared. I'm like, but why though?
Right, some people excel in different areas.
No, absolutely. Yeah. But in my head, I'm like, but do you know that you're not just in front of a camera playing football, you're also in front of 100,000 people.
It's what you're used to, I guess.
Yeah, no. Yeah, 100%. And it totally does make sense, you know. And I could see he was dead scared. But coming down to your question again, I know you only asked me what was your favorite moment. But yeah.
About 2 years ago.
I know. Yeah, you did ask that question.
Alex, I'm trying to get to your best moment, and I will.
Do you see the clock?
No way. No. She asked me this.
It's 2026.
No. I mean, and the funny thing, this question literally came in 2021. But yeah, Ademola Lookman, Victor Boniface were my favorite.
Let's take a look at one of Alex's best moments.
You're so plain. More.
Feet, I'm 6'9" in centimetres, 206.
You are what? Wait, 6'9".
Hello everyone, SportyTV here with Dodi Lukabakio. Dodi, well, everyone here with Alex Sorloff. A really good result. I'll go down a little bit. We meet again.
I showed the video of us to my girlfriend because normally I'm always the tallest and she was, what the hell? So funny.
Hello everyone, we're here with Marcos Llorente after Atleti have beaten Sevilla 4-3. Marcos.
Ferra Pereira.
That's me.
Clinton Cord,
Right. Okay.
Gary, Alec Ashmore.
Okay.
Okay, it was better
I would
than the
accept
photo
that.
we saw
Okay,
last
Gary,
night.
Gary, I apologize. I would
Gary,
accept
I
that one.
Voilà, estamos aquí con
So, I just realized what was behind us here. Alex, what was your favorite moment so far since June? Was it any of those funny moments? Do you have something else?
Yeah,
What stands out?
You know, getting to talk to Alexander Soloth frequently, and I think just being around the players, interviewing players. If I had to pick a standout moment, probably interviewing Luis Garcia and Patrick Kluivert, two legends of football, both Champions League winners. I was talking to my mate who's a Liverpool fan, and I told him I was interviewing Luis Garcia, and he was like, that's unbelievable. For him, Luis Garcia is, creme de la creme, and Patrick Kluivert as well, one of the best footballers we've seen of past generations. To be able to interview them and just pick their brains about football and get even just a nugget of knowledge from them is a pleasure. And it's been a fantastic year, and well, hopefully more to come.
Absolutely. Gary, what was your standout moment of 2024 with SportyShow?
With SportyShow, you guys, obviously.
Oh, see, that's the right answer.
Yeah, I mean, the team. It's a different experience. Meeting you guys separately in different places. Met the backroom guys. Some of them met them in Berlin, some in Madrid, some in London. So putting names to the faces and having to understand what it is we are doing and why we are doing it, and then in anticipation of the new adventure that we are going to have. And I'm seated inside the new adventure, actually. So, yeah.
That's nice. That's very nice.
Very nice.
I think I'd have to say it would probably be the Euros coming, just that being our first competition altogether. And like I said, being in Madrid when Spain won, being a Spanish fan was like a movie. You could have written it. But it's been a pleasure talking to all these players as well. Sebastian Haller is one that stood out because he really was just such a lovely guy. Being able to talk to Frankie de Jong as a diehard Barcelona fan, being so connected and close to these players and building relationships with them. And like Alex said, learning, anything about football from them. David Villa, for example, it's been a pleasure, guys. And let's make 2025 even better. How about that?
I mean, that one is not even a bargain, or it's not even some kind of, we are definitely way.
-3 at Sporty Bet.
What?
I don't know. It was a joke.
Sarah, you're actually mad.
Are you kidding me?
All right, okay.
Alex! It's like I saw the lights go on. Sorry, guys. Okay. Let's move along. Gary can't even believe what's happening now. It's been a long year. Let's move along to talk about some of the best players we thought that were in 2024. We were asked to give you guys our best 11 of 2024. Now, let me remind everyone, this is 2024. This is not the football year. So this is from January to December. And I realize that's a very difficult question to ask in football, which is not something that's annual. It's halfway through one year, halfway through another year. So let's see our starting 11s, our best 11s of 2024. I don't know who's going to come up first. Well, we're going to go with Clinton Codd.
Why me, though?
I don't know. Why always
Come
me?
on,
Why
man.
always me?
Come on, man.
Mario Balotelli.
I'm still crying.
Who did you pick?
I mean, if it's not coming just yet, I'll pretty much just tell you guys.
Before, we actually do have a best moment video of the Sporty Show, which I might be scared to see. So let's take a look at that while they get your graphic for the best players. Here's the best moments of the Sporty Show in 2024.
This is what we do. Come
Just bring me money. Just bring me money.
We're at the airport now. The plane to Dubai leaves in like half an hour.
Dubai? No, but listen, Gary, but Gary. Gary, I don't know, but there's just something going on our screen that's just been killing us here.
Why? What's going on?
All right. I don't know whoever is in our control room. The person is actually very mad.
The person is zooming into Alexa's face, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, why are they zooming into Alexa's face?
No, but.
We just got them out.
We're having some trouble.
There's some trouble.
See, funny, if I look at the top there, I can see Egypt, I can see Morocco,
You can see
Africa.
Libya.
That is the key question. We would find out.
Oh!
Another goal! They just scored! Wow! No able today.
Clinton, I agree with you. Alex, you look like a completely different person when you have a fresh cut.
Honestly.
You're due for one, I think.
Very, very different, for real.
Waiting till, well, I'm going to bring in the new year, 2025. I'm gonna get one.
Okay, I expect a lot. All right, let's jump to Clinton's best.
I like how, anyways, sorry.
It's already
okay,
done.
it's here. Okay. All right, let's do it.
All right, Clinton has Thibaut Courtois in the back with Alphonso Davies. Hello, Canada. Virgil van Dijk, Rudiger, Koundé, Cole Palmer, Rodri, Odegaard, and Vinny Jr., Erling Haaland, and Lamine Yamal. All right, Alex, what are your thoughts?
Well, I mean...
I know what you're going to say, though.
Courtois, the only reason why I'm doubting Courtois is the fact that he didn't play for most of 2024 up until May. I think the back four... I think I would have made some changes.
Hey, wait. Ademola Lookman is not in this.
I know.
Ah, okay.
All right, no, wait. We need to do the... No. Hold on. Wait, listen.
You're a fraud.
There's a reason why, okay?
Because you don't think they're good enough to be in it?
No. They are too much. They are too much for this. That's the main reason. But you see, I'm looking at it.
A team of 15.
But let me tell you guys the truth. I didn't do this. They did this for me, and I don't know who did this stuff. Okay. Now I'm just looking at this.
Excuse you. Okay.
But hold on. Let's do some quick subs. Yeah. You see where Haaland is? Osimhen is definitely playing it. Okay. You see where Kopama is? Ademola Lookman is there for me. I'm taking off.
Osimhen is ahead of Haaland this year, 2024.
Sorry? No, they said
Osimhen
Clinton's best. No, Clinton's best, not overall best. It's Clinton's best. Just the same way Lookman said he is my GOAT, but he's not the GOAT.
I know.
Yeah.
No, for you, in 2024, Haaland was not better than Osimhen.
No. In 2024, of course, Haaland is there. But I'm saying, me. That's why I said, just the same way Lookman said, Cristiano Ronaldo, my GOAT. But everybody knows it's Messi.
Where's Messi?
No, because Messi does not compete on Earth anymore.
Oh, okay,
Come on
okay.
now. They were talking about people that compete on Earth. Let's that one is now on it. So yeah, I'm taking off Vinicius. I'm putting Ademola Lookman there, right? Where Haaland is, Victor Osimhen, I'm putting him there for the, and it's not about who is better at this point now. It's only the fact that Haaland had the guts to tell somebody to come to be humble. I'm still angry with him for that statement. I felt like he was too proud. He needs to chill. Okay. Victor Boniface.
You've let them down, my friend.
I didn't lay him down. But the thing is, because of that striking position, it has to be between Victor Boniface and Osimhen, right? One of them has to take it. So I can't put the both of them at the same time. But yeah, it's between both of them. Let me say between the both of them. Vinicius Jr., like I said, Ademola Lookman is taking that one.
I don't really know what we're doing because we're subbing this, but we're supposed to be analyzing the one that you gave.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you what I'm doing so you can analyze based on what I'm saying.
Oh,
you
should have said that. Then you should have said that.
Okay,
Alex,
sorry.
does anything stand out in this one to you? Anything that's super maybe offside or...
Remember, Lookman is on the left. Vinicius is not there.
I think Vinny being there is the right decision, I think.
He's putting it back for me.
So no, excuse me.
He has to be there.
I'd perhaps maybe choose a different left back, but personal choice.
I am.
Maybe right back as well. I think in terms of 2024, there's perhaps one Spanish guy I would pick. Van Dijk as well, maybe.
Oh, okay. Well, Alex, it's yours now. Just keep you on your toes. Okay, Alex has Copa in the back. Grimaldo, Bastoni, Rudiger, Carvajal. He's playing a 4-4-2, by the way. Classic England boy. Vinny Jr., Bellingham, Palmer, Saka, Haaland, and Kane. Well, the English bias has arrived.
Yeah. There's only 4 English players in there.
Gary, where do you want to start?
This is a hipster's dream.
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad one, if you ask me, to be honest.
A very hip. I mean, Alex wants to show us he watches all the,
the leagues.
The non.
I'm back from money right now. Alex hasn't watched a full Serie A game this season.
I mean,
yes, I have.
I mean, because
I saw him in Madrid.
I couldn't know about Kobel. Yeah. Kobel, Grimaldo. Grimaldo has been very good, obviously.
I love the Kobel shout, I will say. I think the fact that you don't have Lamine there is a disgrace.
No, honestly, do you know what the funny thing is? I had Lamine there, but, it took me a long time to consider between Lamine and Saka. Trust me.
Oh, no, I think it's unfair for Saka, but Lamine also won.
No, I feel like Sarah is talking from the bias side of things. Obviously,
Lamine won the Euros, and he was a crucial part to that.
Nah, but it's not even about that. I know, even if he didn't win anything, with how much you love that young lad. I mean, we all love him, but I know that your one still comes with some level of bias. Saka there, I think it's definitely... The only thing I'm even worried about, or the thing I feel like is just not very normal, is Haaland and Harry Kane, to both of them at the same time.
Both Golden Boots winners last season, they both continue to score. Haaland's, I think, still the top scorer in the Premier League. He's up there.
But could you play the both of them at the same time, though?
I mean, that wasn't the question. That wasn't the question. That was the question was, who's your best 11?
Okay, all right.
I'd argue you probably couldn't play Bellingham and Palmer in the midfield together because they're both number 10s.
Fair enough.
I probably wouldn't play a 4-4-2. If I was playing Vinny, I'd like to have a 4-3-3. Same with Saka. I'm happy with my choices.
Okay, let's see Gary's then. It's coming, Gary.
Sarah.
All right, Gary. Hello, Dibu Martinez.
Okay.
Ruben Diaz, Saliba, Rudiger and Carvajal, Toni Kroos, Rodri, Bellingham, Vinny, Haaland, and Lamine.
But why do we have Kroos? Okay, well, I mean, he was in the Euros.
But he hasn't played since then.
And
I think that would be the problem and that's why analyzing an annual year for football is so difficult because Kroos hasn't played since June.
Actually,
why should he be here?
I like this selection actually, but like I said, I think my only problem is just Kroos. Everything else seems very.
But not even because of him as a player, but because if this is the time frame you're analyzing, it's hard,
it's the frame I'm looking at. It's the frame I'm speaking about.
It's super hard. Ruben Diaz as a left. And he's usually in the middle.
I thought about that, but when I looked at the other 3, I felt like it kind of complemented the fact that he has Diaz.
It's such a hard position, too. When I was thinking about left back, I was...
Why do you think I went with Alphonso Davies? But, yeah. For me, when I was looking at that left back, I was looking at, if you notice, I've also had Koundé. For me, I always love attacks. I don't like people who just sit. I love people who drive attack. For example, when you see what Bissaka does for West Ham currently, like I said, you would think he's a striker, right? And that's what you need. If you have somebody who is able to run down that pitch, to and fro, pushing attacks and still coming to defend, it's almost like you are using one stone to kill 2 birds, or 3, So, yeah. I don't, like I said, it's just for me, for Gary, that Gary's one is just Kroos. Martinez, obviously, is one of those goalkeepers that we seem to be forgetting about most times. But he's in that
I don't think all of us are forgetting about it. Can you give me my best 11, please? Because Gary and I are on the same page. Because I thought the same thing as you, Alex. I went for Courtois, didn't play last season, missed a bunch of this season. Lunin, the same thing. And if you're just looking at 2024, it's so hard. That's why I like your Kobel shout. But this guy was absolutely stable for Aston Villa and also won a Copa America. So I went Grimaldo as well, Saliba, Rudiger, Carvajal, Florian Wirtz, where are my Bayer Leverkusen fans
That's
at?
the one thing I think I missed out on, actually.
He was also brilliant in the Euros. Like, even though Germany didn't get as far, he was brilliant.
I actually like what you've done with your striker, though.
Thank you.
I
Thank
like it.
you.
I like
Shake
it.
my
I like it.
hand.
I
That's what we're talking. Lautaro Martinez winning the Serie A, winning the MVP of the Serie A, winning the Golden Boot of the Serie A, and winning the Copa America and scoring the most goals in that. I'm sorry, but Erling Haaland has been snoozing this season. And also, maybe it's just because I'm not partial to Erling Haaland in the way he plays football, but Lautaro is, for me, an all-around striker.
More of a footballer.
Yeah,
I
yeah. He's got that football
IQ. I get what you mean, actually, yeah.
So, break it down for me, boys.
No, I mean, I'm looking at yours. I actually don't. For me, the one thing I like is how you've kind of like you've changed the narrative. By going with being on your team. Obviously, you've gone with Grimaldo as well that we had with Alex. Not a very bad choice, at all. Saliba, Rudiger is not a very bad pair. What I see with them two is just two brutal guys, who would definitely not let things happen. Proper ones. Carvajal, definitely from his performance at the Euros, I think he's definitely worth it. Rodri. Now, this is then the next question, because when you looked at my selection, right? If you guys will have issues with me having Courtois as my goalkeeper, why should I not have issues with you having Rodri on yours? Because one of them was...
have issues.
No, hang on. One of them is not playing in the league currently due to injury. Yeah? And why would you... I mean, Carvajal is not even... Are you just saying just Euros? Because we are looking at 2024 as a whole.
Premier League, La Liga, Champions League.
Yeah.
I think what Rodri... I thought about it, trust me. But I think for me, what Rodri did in the period until September... for Manchester City and for Spain, he was so... We've seen what happened in Manchester City. He was so influential that I kept him in there because the only person that I felt I was missing was Cole Palmer. The only person, because he performed so well last season for Chelsea, unfortunately not for England, and so well for Chelsea still.
He still, when he got his chances for England.
Yeah, no, he did. He did for England, actually. No, because the only problem with England is he didn't get the opportunity to play. But
That's
when he
not my problem. Their coach
No, hold on. But what we're saying is when he was given the opportunity,
of course.
he did give himself.
Yeah, no, he didn't get the playing time. That's not what I'm saying. But I felt bad for not putting Cole Palmer because he's been brilliant. But for me, I mean, Carvajal was injured. Alex, what did you say? October?
Yeah.
Like he was... I think these two for their teams are so important and what their teams won in the 2024 season that I still had to give them a shout.
Yeah, I think I'm happy with that 11. I think, all very good choices. But yeah, it's difficult because 2024, it's not like you're judging off one whole season.
I'm sure when we do this again come June, it'll be completely different because we'll be like, I'm sure Rodri won't be there, Carvajal won't be there, of course. I don't know if Courtois will be there. Like, it's completely gonna be different, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, definitely, it's not bad. It's not a bad one at all.
All right, brilliant. All right, let's move along then, guys. We're nearly wrapping up the show. It's been a long one. We've gone through so much, but it wouldn't be a proper sporty show if we didn't end it with a quiz. And I'm talking a look back at the year of 2024. Gary, Alex, and Clinton are going to put their knowledge to the test as we look back at the year that was. Some of it's multiple choice, and some of it you just have to try and get the answer. Gary, I'm going to need you to get some paper and a marker, please. Gentlemen, your whiteboards.
Oh my God. So am I going to lose just before 2025?
So where's the camera? Where's the camera?
Every opportunity for these people to watch.
Okay, guys.
Yes.
Wait for it.
Wow.
Oh, putting us to shame.
He's always flexing.
He always is. Oh, I was in the stadium.
Yes.
When he said he was in the AFCON final in the stadium, you know what you should have said? You should have asked him how Ghana did at that competition.
No. I was going to bring it up when Sarah asked him about his opinion about the AFCON, and I was like, well, where was his country? Let him start with his country first. But anyways, he's all past now.
All right, guys. So I'll let you know before the question if it's going to be multiple choice or Clinton, close that computer.
I mean, okay, I'm not using it, but still.
Okay. Just in case.
I'll
let you know before the question if it's going to be multiple choice or you just have to come up with the answer. You all watching at home, play along with us. See how well you remember the football 2024 year. All right, guys, let's start off. Which team scored the most goals in Euro 2024?
Oh.
Damn.
Not multiple choice. Go for an answer. Pick a team, any team. Alex is really thinking about this one.
Mm.
It's getting him.
I don't think it's an obvious one.
Romania.
It's tough.
Romania beats this before. I'm counting Romanian goals now.
I'm going to...
Definitely not England. England, they were so shit.
No.
No, John.
Sorry, they were rubbish.
It wouldn't be them. Is it the obvious choice I'm thinking of?
I am thinking it's...
Guys, I'm going to push you for an answer here.
I think it's the obvious one.
I'm gonna play it safe.
Yeah.
Gary, are you locked in?
No, I'm gonna be bold, actually. I'm gonna be bold.
Clinton, are you locked in?
I am Hey! Aye! I think he's... Wait, hold on. He's between these two, though.
I'm going to push you.
5
seconds.
Okay.
You got to pick one. You can't...
Why are you looking at my answer now?
Because you have 2 answers, and if you have 2 and it's 1 answer, I'm going to give you no points.
Okay, fair enough.
You have to pick one.
All right.
All right. Gary, you locked in?
Pick the wrong one.
I picked the wrong one.
I don't know.
No, but I picked the wrong one.
Gary, can I see your answer? We'll start with you for this one. Spain! I can see it. Alex Ashmore?
I'm going for Germany.
And Clinton Codd has gone for Spain. And good thing you scratched out Germany, Clinton, because yes, in fact, it was Spain. I'm not always out here to make it hard for you.
I actually wrote Germany.
All right, a point to Clinton and a point to Gary. All right, guys, next up we have multiple choice here, all right? So it'll be 25% chance you're getting it. Who had the most assists at Euro 2024? Was it Lamine Yamal, Dennis Mann, Antoine Griezmann, or Toni Kroos? A, B, C, or D? Just write the Don't, Gary, wait!
Gary.
All right, guys,
Gary,
in
what
the
did you write?
bathroom, I need you to not do this. That's what I need.
What did Gary write now?
No, I'm not showing it to you, Clinton.
No.
Sarah, when you're ready, then I take my hands off.
Okay. No, you're not on the screen right now, Gary. Don't worry. You were, and you were writing, and I want it to be fair. I want everyone to come up with their own answers. All right, guys, A, B, C, or D. Go for one of them. Let's not waste any more time here. Clinton, pick one. Alex, pick one.
I've gone for C.
Well, Clinton hasn't answered yet.
Yay. Cheeky.
Okay. Clinton, show us your answer. So you've got Antoine Griezmann. Clinton,
I went
you've
with
gone...
Lamine Yamal.
Clinton's gone Lamine Yamal. And Gary... I'd love to see it.
This is what I wrote.
No, cameraman, between us. Come on, man. Let's see Gary now.
It better not be B.
Oh,
Camera!
No, because this is unfair now. Gary can change his answer without us knowing.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
He's gone A.
Sarah,
Well,
you know what I wrote.
guess what, guys? It's 2 for Clinton and 2 for Gary. Alex,
Okay.
what's happening?
How many did he have? 2?
Lamine Yamal,
2 assists?
4. In the Euros.
But it's very obvious. So he's a king.
Look that up on Transfer Market.
I have it pulled up right here.
Or do we have the graphic?
4 assists and 1 goal. Lamine Yamal. It's right.
But hold on. But this is no brain. This guy's the king of assists, man. I don't think.
Yeah, Alex is tripping. Alex is tripping. Pull it up on Transfer Market. All right.
No, but hold on. But before you ask this question, please,
Okay.
can we guide the guys in our control room that I think is unfair that we give our answers. We don't know what Gary is, because Gary could be taking my own answer. So I chose A and he chose my answer.
That's why you reveal your answer last.
All right, next up we have who was the best player at Euro 2024. This is not multiple choice. You guys just have to come up with an answer.
Oh, are there right and wrong answers? Or is this just opinionated?
No, there's a right answer.
As like, who was the player of the tournament?
Yes.
Right, I see what you mean.
Hold on.
Whatever you write, Alex, is the right answer.
Bellingham. No, I'm joking.
No.
Wow, it's got to be.
I know.
It's got to be.
Oh, no, it's not him.
I love the thought process out loud for Clinton.
Hang on, wait. Player of the tournament.
Oh, I know who it is.
But Clinton, you know, the control room can actually see me, but you can't. So if I'm
No,
doing
I know.
something, you know.
Yeah, but the control
right.
room, they are not. They don't. They are no. Anyways, you understand what I
Sorry,
mean?
Clinton, I don't think Gary will want to steal your answers.
Wait.
I think we've got this.
Player of the
All right, Alex is locked in. Gary, are you locked in? Don't show your answer. I'm just asking.
Yes, I am logged in.
All right, Clinton, we need an answer here. We're on question 3, and there's 18 questions.
Take your time, Clinton.
18!
You know what? Let me just fill this one, man. It's fine.
I think we got to be faster with our answering, guys.
I've got a
it's
flight.
not that
I've
deep.
got a flight in 5 days, mate. Come on.
All right, Clinton, or we'll start with Gary.
Yeah, let's start with Gary. Yes.
All right, Gary, we'll start with you. So no one's cheating. You've gone for Rodri. Alex Ashmore, you've gone for Rodri. Clinton Carvajal has gone for Dani. Clinton Carvajal.
Yeah, you know the funny thing, they were the two people I was thinking about. I can't lie to
Clinton
you.
Carvajal. The correct answer is Rodri.
I thought about them too.
I can't
I'm like,
believe I'm calling you Clinton Carvajal. That's hilarious. All right, Alex Ashmore is on the board. 3 points to Gary, 2 points to Clinton, 1 point to Alex Ashmore. Next up, we do have a Premier League question. Who was relegated last season in the Premier League? There are 3 answers. You got a point for each correct answer. So there's a total of a potential 3 points to each player. Who was it, guys? Can we remember all the way 6 months ago now?
Locked in.
Alex is locked in with conviction.
That's his business, but wait. In the Premier League?
No. I mean, stupid.
Oh, we should have locked in.
It was definitely those 2.
Hang on, wait. What am I thinking about?
Oh, yeah, of course, it was them. How did I not?
Well, I think we need a timer for this because we got a lot of questions.
This one.
Right.
Hold on. Don't do this to me, man.
All right, you have 10 seconds according to
Oh, no, it
producer
cannot
guide.
be 10. It cannot be 10 seconds.
I'll give you a
9,
difference, and they're playing in the Championship
8,
now.
7,
You're actually very mad.
5, 4.
See, now that you're counting, it's making me not think.
Okay,
Please,
I'm
wait.
telling for my producer what's going on, so if you don't have an answer, you're not going to have one. That's what's happening. We got to move along.
Come on, Clinton. Come on.
All right, Ben says you're done. All right,
It's fine. Go.
Gary, let's see your answers.
I can't
I
read.
remember only 2. I'm sure of 1.
I see Norwich, I see Sheffield, and I don't see a third.
What Sheffield did you
I
put, Gary?
can't remember the third one. Sorry.
Okay, well, the only correct one you have there is Sheffield United. Alex, I'm going to go for you.
The other 2 you were missing were Luton and Burnley.
And that's correct. Alex, you got all 3. Clinton and Gary get 1, which is interesting now because it means that Alex is now tied in first place with Gary. But we have a few questions like this, so it can move around quick, guys.
This is sad.
Next up,
wow.
guys, we have another multiple choice. Easy stuff here. Who had the most assists in the Prem last season? Bukayo Saka, Pascal Gross, Ollie Watkins, or Cole Palmer?
Wow, this is a hard one.
Is it who I think it is? Is it an obvious answer? Wow. I'm ruling out 2 of them already. Between
We are all ruling out 2 of them, my friend.
It's between Pascal Gross and Ollie Watkins, right?
Yep.
Wow, who is it?
Why are they showing us Gary's answer though?
It's got
All right,
No, I
guys,
haven't-
producer is pushing, so you have 5 seconds to pick an answer. A, B, C, or D.
Come on, Clinton.
5,
Man, I was the first that wrote mine.
4, 3, 2, 1. Gary, please reveal who you think it is. You've gone for A, Bukayo Saka. Alex has gone for D, Cole Palmer. Clinton Codd has gone for A, Bukayo Saka. Well, too bad none of you thought it was Ollie Watkins, even though it was spoken about at the table.
Jesus Christ.
Ollie Watkins
No
with
way.
13.
Ollie Watkins!
Ollie Watkins! Yes, sir.
What?
Damn!
Fair play, Ollie. I didn't know.
Are you serious?
I didn't know.
What?
Wow.
Serious now?
All right, let's move along.
How did you do that?
No, we didn't do that. Next question, another multiple choice.
This is a
Who was the biggest transfer of 2024? Vitor Roque, Julian Alvarez, Lenny Euro, or Moussa Diaby? A, B,
What, in
C, or
terms of
D?
money?
In terms of money, yes.
God, I think I know who it is. All right, this is probably wrong.
Guys, with these ones that are multiple choice, I'm going to make them a bit quicker here.
How many seconds?
Go on.
4? Can I
Clinton's in, Alex is in. Gary, are you locked in?
Yeah.
All right, let's see, Gary.
I'm
what
gonna
have you
fail
gone
this
for?
one. I'll fail this one.
Gary has gone for C, Lenny Euro. Alex has gone for B, Julian. And Clinton has gone for B, Julian. And it is Laranja, 75 million.
I got that one.
All right. So Alex Ashmore is in the lead with 5. Gary and Clinton are tied with 4. Next up, let's move on.
And that was because of that relegation.
I used to watch championship football, eh?
All right.
Yeah. true.
Let's do
Alex,
a little.
If you hadn't gotten that one, you would have been in trouble because I know you watched another championship last year.
And that was literally 3 points, you know. Ah!
Let's do a little La Liga, guys.
Oh, I'm
Multiple-
finished. I'm done. I'm
Oh.
done. That one, I'm not getting anything here.
Well, hey, it's
mean,
multiple
how am
choice.
I
Who
going
had
to-
the worst
How am I going
attendance?
to get this one?
Guys,
How
it's
am I
multiple
going to
choice.
get
You
this
literally have a 25% chance by yourself. Who had the worst average attendance in La Liga last season? Was it Almeria, Villarreal, Getafe, or Girona?
What do you mean attendance?
Like the
People
worst
there.
amount of people showing up to their games.
Oh, come on, it's very easy, man.
All right, then pick the right one.
Pick one.
Are you sure?
Let's do it.
Clinton's locked in. Gary, are you locked in? Let's go for it.
Yeah. I'm sure it's wrong, but yeah.
Let's see what Gary has gone for.
Oof. Can't
C. Getafe. Alex Ashmore.
see. Getafe.
Getafe. Clinton Codd. C. Getafe. Well, you guys were all thinking the right thing, but let's surprise you. It's Getafe.
Yeah, no, Sarah, don't do this next time, man. And do you know the funny thing? When she said, let's see what, I was like, yeah, you just mentioned the answer to.
I'm dead. All right. Points all around. Good job, boys. See, talking about La Liga, who is it going to be? You all got it right. All right. Who finished third in La Liga last season? This one you have to come up with on your own. But you have a 5% chance because there's only 20 teams. Again, we're helping you.
Go on, Clinton.
Who finished third?
Go on. I feel like I'm going to back myself. Could be wrong, though.
I'm going to back myself.
Could be wrong.
Gary, how you feeling over there?
I know the first two. I'm just trying to.
Well, everybody knows the first two, man.
All right, guys, I got to push you for an answer.
It's between
Believe in
these
yourself.
two.
Believe in yourself. First one that comes to mind.
I know it's between.
5
God.
seconds from the producer. Right?
No,
Finish your answers. Alex is changing his.
I'm going to regret this.
All right, everyone, we're ready to go. Clinton's in, Alex is in. Gary, let's see your answer. Atleti. Alex Ashmore, Atleti. Clinton Codd, Atleti. But everyone forgot about the Witches of Girona.
Of course.
Did you switch?
No, I had Barca.
No.
And I thought, no, they finished second.
Guys, Girona's season last year. No one?
I do obviously remember them being up there, but I thought they finished fourth. I don't know. I had that
Yeah.
dip in my head. And
See, that's the fun thing. Looking back at the year, you have a team like Girona finishing third in La Liga. All right. Gentlemen, it's time for some AFCON. This is where Gary gets scary. All right.
No, Gary has.
Multiple choice. So
Oh,
Ghana, write it up.
I will let you guys know this right now. There are 2 correct answers. So you pick 2. And like again, you get a point for each one. Will you get the correct 2? Who had the worst record at the African Cup of Nations?
This last one, yeah?
The last one in 2024 is a 2024 quiz. We have A, Guinea-Bissau, B, Mozambique, C, Ghana, D, Tunisia, D, Gambia, and why do we have 3 Ds? Okay, I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna confirm. E is Gambia, F is Tanzania, as it would be in the alphabet.
To be
D,
honest,
E,
just
F.
tell us to just write the names of the countries.
You can also
instead.
do that.
This is as simple, man.
All right, Clinton's locked in. Very quickly, in fact.
No, it's not them. It can't be them. Can't be them.
No, it's not they. It's not the people I think who.
It's based
No,
on,
I'm gonna fail this one. Don't worry, it's fine. I know.
it's based on teams having the same goal difference because there are draws, obviously. That's
So
why
if you
they're-
get one, what happens?
Well, there's 2 answers. So if you get 1, you get a point. If you get 2, you get 2 points.
I'm gonna think
I'm going to
No one.
completely guess. No, it's not them. I think they're
Hi, good.
5 seconds, guys.
Hold on.
I'm gonna,
No, I can't. This is what the producer's telling me.
There we go.
All right, Clinton is locked in. Gary's
try
in.
this.
Alex is in. Gary, can we see who are the 2 with the worst record? I really wish I could see this.
So, producers don't know that they just need to go to the whiteboard. Forget about Gary's face. Zoom into the board.
Yeah. Oh. Whoa.
What did he say?
Did you write
Ghana.
He
Ghana?
has Ghana. Hey, and I just cleaned my Ghana away.
You picked 1.
I think it's wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's still one left, you know. You have to pick 2.
I told you to pick 2.
Pick one more.
It's hard sometimes. Okay, Gary's gone for Ghana and Tunisia. Alex Ashmore, who have you gone
Gambia
for?
and
Gambia and Tanzania. And
Sorry,
Clinton.
Tanzania, yes.
Clinton has gone for Gambia and Tanzania.
I must
So
get
the
one.
correct answer
I'll
is
get one.
Gambia and Guinea-Bissau.
I got one at least.
So Clinton and Alex both got Gambia, so they get a point each. Gary, this was where you were supposed to cook.
Yeah, you were there.
What did you you had 0 points.
And so it was based on goal differential. They had the exact same goal differential. For example, Ghana did better, Tunisia did better. But these two were the worst, the bottom two.
Come on. Okay.
Are you serious? Guinea-Bissau? Are you kidding me?
All right, this one's not multiple choice, guys, so come up with a good answer. Who was the top scorer in AFCON?
Wow. Wow.
The way he turned and said, I know this one.
No, I'm just writing the number of the answer. I'm not going to write it now.
Wow. Top scorer. Who was the top scorer?
Pick someone, anyone.
It's not him.
Yeah, it's not him either.
I go.
I'm going to go with
Can I go?
Didier Drogba.
No, I think I'll go into a
5 seconds, guys. We're being pushed. We still have a lot to go here.
Panic. I need to pick.
All right, Gary, are you locked in? Clinton, you got to write something down.
I'm gonna really panic.
I don't know this one. That's why I'm
Okay.
not choosing anything.
This is
Gary,
just a
can we
guess.
see your answer?
It's just a guess, man. Who has it gone for?
Amelia and Sue.
Ah, yeah.
Gary,
I went for Salah.
Salah and Osimhen, and it was Emilio. 5 goals. Gary had that one. All right. We're moving along now to the Copa America, guys.
Hey, God.
If I knew it
Why did
was
you guys
goal
not start with this
difference,
hardest one?
I would have gotten it, but
All right, guys, who had the most assists in the Copa America? Let's be quick about these things. Most assists. Copa America 2024. All right, you're locked in. You're locked in, Alex.
Feeling everything here.
Gary, are you locked in?
it has to be one person. I'm just thinking
You say it has to be one person. Who asking somebody?
Guys, 5 seconds. We got to move this along.
I'm feeling everyone in this category.
This is a guess.
All right. Gary, can I see your answer, please? James Rodriguez, Alex Ashmore, you've written Fede Valverde, and Clinton has written Messi. Who would have thought that Gary would have been the one to get James Rodriguez absolutely cooking in the Copa America? He had 6 assists. What?
Yeah. That was responsible for his rebound.
God knows I'm not getting anything from Copa America.
All right. Who was the MVP of the Copa America?
Okay, shall I say? I was there.
Oh my God. Leave. MVP. Pick a player, any player.
MVP.
Who?
MVP.
For Copa?
This is tough.
This is actually very tough.
I know who I'm going to go with. Oh, this is...
5 seconds, guys. Pick someone. Let's go. All right, time is up. Gary, show me your board, please. He's written Messi. Alex Ashmore, he's written Lautaro Martinez. Clinton Codd, Lautaro Martinez. You guys think alike, but if the man had the most assists, he probably would have the MVP.
It was an obvious bloody...
Given on a silver platter. All right. Embarrassing, maybe not. Okay. Who was the top scorer of the Copa America?
Well, it has to be the same person.
I'm not saying... Gary, write your answer down.
I don't know this one, to be honest. Copa America.
The one they play in South America.
They played it in...
Wow, the States.
All right, 5 seconds. Pushing you for an answer here. Okay. I see what you're writing. It's fine. Gary, let's see your answer.
I'm not getting this one.
I've gone, okay, Lautaro Martinez, Alex Ashmore, Lautaro Martinez, Clinton Codd, Lautaro Martinez. We did it! Okay. Everyone gets a point. Well done, boys. And our final Copa America question is, which team conceded the most goals in the tournament? I am looking for a nation. Which nation conceded the most goals in the tournament?
This one, you guys should be making this one. What's it called? multiple choice, man.
No.
Copa America. It's between these two, though.
5 seconds, guys. Pushing you for an answer.
I'm gonna.
How many questions do we have in all?
What?
How many questions do we have in all for the quiz?
We have 4 questions after this, guys, and I think it's tied.
Did they even qualify?
Guys, we need an answer here.
Right, I'm gonna lock in. I can't remember if they qualified. That's poor.
Oh, God. No, I don't
I'm
even know this
choosing
one.
a-
I've chosen a team that should be winning it.
Woof.
Okay, as it stands, Alex and Gary have 8 points, Clinton has 7, and we have 5 questions after this. So it's all in the air. All right, Gary, you've written Panama. It's funny because they don't.
Did they even qualify?
Not in the Copa America. Alex Ashmore? Jesus. Copa America. Nope. Guys, remember, we're Clinton just. I mean, at least you went for the right continent saying Uruguay. These two are going for North America here. I mean, geographically, the answer is Bolivia, guys. But I'm proud, Clinton, you went for the right, like.
Ali, you guys should give me 1 point for going to the right continent.
You get half a point. You get half.
I get half full control room. I don't have full. I went to the right continent.
What if Alex right?
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
And the CONCACAF? CONCACAF? All right.
I had visions.
Which country was
All right,
invited
guys.
for the Copa? Sorry.
4 more
Country was
questions
invited.
left. Who won the Copa Libertadores?
4.
Including, we spoke about this not too long ago on the show.
Could you get an extra point for telling the score?
No.
Who got
No.
sent off?
No.
And
No.
the
And
opposition.
who got sent off? Yeah.
Wait, who won
I'm logged
the
in.
Copa?
The
This is the South American version of the Champions League.
South American Champions League.
Oh.
I shouldn't have said that.
5 seconds, guys. All right.
I know you're laughing.
Oh, God.
No, I mean, he's learning. I swear to God. All right. Gary's gone for Botafogo. Alex Ashmore, Botafogo. Clinton's gone for River Plate, but honestly, I love that you knew where we were going. Progress. All right. Who won the Bundesliga last year?
Are you serious?
Hey, you're complaining about how hard they are. We got to give you some.
Oh, thank God for this question, man. Jesus.
I see.
Thank God, man.
All right, Gary, when you're written down, let's see your answer.
Gary, try to fail this one, please.
Leverkusen. Points all around. Okay. Next up, we have, in what month did Chelsea and Mauricio Pochettino decide to part ways in 2024?
We get a bonus point for the date.
No, there's no way I'll remember this one, man.
Enzo Maresca came in.
Wait, Pochettino.
Was it before
Yeah.
the year before?
5 seconds.
And then, wait, and then after Pochettino,
It was Enzo Maresca.
Write an answer, guys. Time is
hold
up.
on, hold on, wait.
Time is up,
I get it now.
Clinton.
I get it now. It was in.
Just pick a month.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Gary has gone for July, Alex Ashmore has gone for May, and Clinton has gone for July with me.
No, I mean, come on, man.
The answer is May.
I was gonna go for May. I was gonna go for May. Jesus Christ.
All right, well, here's the thing. There's 1 question left. Alex has 11 points, Gary has 10, and Clinton has 8.5 because we gave him that Uruguay one.
Okay, so well, I'm not winning it anyway. So.
But, what? Okay, well, my producer just said the last question is worth 5 points.
What?
Last question is worth 5 points.
Oh.
All right, who scored the 2 goals in the Champions League final? Think back to June, gentlemen. I want the players' names. Who scored the 2 goals in the Champions League final?
Locked in, baby. Give me 16 points.
Your
Is it worth 2 points or what's it worth?
5 points.
It's worth 5 points. You get 2.5 for each player.
It's not going to be enough, Gary. It's not going to be enough.
It's not going to be enough. Clinton, we're pushing you for some players. 5 seconds. Are you ready?
Hold on. I'm not ready yet. I mean, come on, this is the last question. Give us time, man. This one is 5 points. Very important. Hold on. Who scored the 2 goals? Oh, you mean? Oh.
You know, when the ball goes in the back of the...
I've been told that you were at the final?
No, I wasn't.
You were at the Bernabeu watching the final.
Oh, you were at the watch along.
Come on. Come on.
The way that... All right,
I'm
Gary,
gonna
as
feel
always, let's start with you. Who scored the 2 goals in the Champions League final? You've just written Danny Carvajal. Does that mean he scored both?
You want both?
Yeah, it was 2-0.
Who scored the 2 goals in the Champions League final?
Go on, Gary. Come on, Gary.
All right, Alex Ashmore.
Gary, I wish it was...
And Clinton Codd. Well, Clinton Codd did get the right answer, but so did Alex Ashmore, and it wasn't enough. Alex Ashmore has won the 2024 year-end quiz. But I'm proud of you that you got that. Also,
so what is the runner down now? That's what I want to know. I know I didn't win it, but what's the runner-up? Am I the runner-up?
Hold on. Let me do the math.
Gary was on 10 points. He only got 1 right, so that's 12.5. You were on 8.5.
Yep. So as it stands, Alex finishes with 16 points. Clinton Codd finishes with 13.5, and Gary finishes with 12.5.
I'm happy with this one.
He's just happy he beat Gary in this one.
I'm happy with this one.
I didn't it, Gary.
Gary, you let yourself down with the AFCON one.
Round of applause, guys. Round of applause. And what a year it was. Look at all that happened. It's been brilliant to go over everything with you guys and look back at not only...
What?
What is on my whiteboard?
I don't know what's going on. Let's wrap this up. We've been
Sorry, what's up with you?
What do you think of my whiteboard?
Oh, no, your whiteboard is excellent, man. It's just
Gary
like you didn't
always
win.
comes
Sorry.
through with the props. All right, guys. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. We've looked back at the year of football in 2024. We've looked back at the reason the camera's not on me is crazy right now. I'm not really sure what to...
No, they are proud of me, though. I came second, in a competition with Alex and... come on, man. I'm proud of myself. Are you mad?
It's been a pleasure, guys. Let's make 2025 even more exciting. We have a lot going on in the coming months. We have a lot of people we're speaking to. There's going to be more and more football. Champions League is returning. So let's make it a bigger and better year. And to all of you that have enjoyed watching us, stick with us. We've enjoyed all of you guys individually and appreciate all the support. So we hope that you guys have an amazing new year. And let's bring in a massive 2025.
It's been an absolute pleasure for real. And I want to give all these Ebwe, boo! Come on. Now so